What is going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another Premier League show. Game Week 34 is finally here. I've got a star-studded panel. As always, we're going to discuss the big weekend ahead. We have the FA Cup semi-finals as well, so don't worry. We're going to discuss that in due time. I've got a legendary panel. Josh, who has decided to say goodbye to the title, but also say goodbye to his heir because Arsenal have let him down too many times. What is happening, my bro?
I'm doing all right, Akvin. You see my massive cranium full of football knowledge here, ready to be spouted out. We've got King Khan as well, absolute legend, and we're gonna complain about Man City winning the league title again. So sit forward, sit back, I should say, and look forward to it.
Yeah, man. King Khan, what's happening though, bro? All good on your side, bro? Everything okay?
Yeah, everything's good. Yeah, as long as the weather's good, I'm good.
Yeah, fair enough. But guys, we are literally one sub to 590. If you guys could just get me there by the end of the stream, that'd be great. Just one sub to 590 needy people. Come on. And then we'll be on the way to 100. 600 guys, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button if you're new around here. Turn your post notification bell on so you don't miss upload, you don't miss a live, you don't miss all the content that's happening. AN Sports is the place to be. We've got World Cup content coming your way. Josh will be here. King Khan will be here. The rest of the random will also be here.
Apart from the England games, obviously.
Oh no, don't worry about that. But I've got lots planned for the World Cup. Might be doing some World Cup content and everything, just on the build to the World Cup. Maybe I'd say a week before the World Cup. I think we should do content before the World Cup starts, at least. And then we've also got NBA content. You know, playoffs are going on at the moment. Also got the NFL off-season, Formula One that's coming away, tennis, Wimbledon, and Roland Garros is literally right around the corner. So guys, don't hide. This channel is the place to be for daily sports content. I can see Josh is literally smirking because he knows what's coming his way today. He knows what's coming. Obviously, we discussed the review show last night, so make sure you guys go check it out if you haven't done so already.
That was a good show.
We discussed the City Arsenal game. We discussed the rest of the games the past week, the Chelsea United game. We've got lots to discuss. I think the first game we should talk about is the. Shall we talk about the semifinals first? Or should we talk about the game first?
I personally believe we get the FA Cup out of the way, but it's your decision, man. You're the host. It's your.
I'll let you both decide. I'll let you both decide. Whatever you guys.
King Khan, what you say?
King Khan, what do you think, bro? I'm happy with whatever you guys think.
I think get FA Cup out of the way probably.
Okay, we'll get FA Cup out of the way. I think we'll start with the bigger game first, though. I think Chelsea Leeds is the bigger game. I think. Shall we get that one out of the way first?
Yeah, I suppose.
What were we saying about that? Obviously, Chelsea are not in a good run of form right now. They just sacked Lambertini. We discussed that last night. Make sure you guys check that one out again. But playing a Leeds side that are bouncing at the moment, they're on really good form at the moment, Leeds. You know, and I hate to say it as a United fan, but they might win this FA Cup. They might just, and it pains me to say because I don't want Leeds to win, but they might just. You know what I mean? But Josh, I'll start with you first, bro.
Well, Akabin, you talked about the Lambertini sacking. We spoke about that in the stream yesterday. Feel free to check it out. SKFC was on the panel, and being a Chelsea fan, he had wonderful knowledge about it. So yeah, subscribe to SKFC, absolute legend. And he gave me a new perspective on what went wrong at during Liam's time at Chelsea, I should say. Going into this game, listen, I made the point yesterday that Chelsea season is far from over, and it is far from over. I don't think they're getting into the Champions League places unless Villa finish 5th and win the Europa League. So that's probably out the window, especially with Aston Villa's thrilling win against Sunderland last weekend. They've got Leeds at Wembley. Those who know their English football history will know that this is a rivalry that does go back to the 1970s. And they are two teams in very, very different veins of form. You would think it was Chelsea in good form, Leeds in shit form. It's the complete opposite. Leeds, I think they progressed to the FA Cup semi-finals. They followed that up with a win at Old Trafford against one of their main rivals, probably the main rival for them. And then they beat already relegated Wolves. Thank you very much, Akabin. So they're absolutely bouncing at the minute. Chelsea, on the other hand, are reeling. I think they've lost 7 out of their last 8 games, or 6 out of their last 7, And that one win they did get was against Port Vale in the previous round.
They're in the last 8 now. Because I think the Brighton
They
games-
haven't scored. They've lost all 5 of their last Premier League games, and they haven't scored in any of them. That includes defeats to Newcastle for only the second time in the Premier League era. That includes defeats to Everton, defeats to Brighton, defeats to both Manchester clubs at home, without scoring a single goal. I mean, they're in absolute turmoil at the minute. The season was effectively over in hindsight after the Maresca's sacking. But, like I said, obviously, in terms of how much they've invested, they need Champions League football. But in terms of how we define success in football, the main metric is trophies. And Chelsea have a brilliant opportunity to get to the final of another trophy and finally win a domestic trophy for the first time since 2018, which for a club the size of Chelsea is absolutely insane that they've had to wait that long. In their way is, of course, a team in brilliant form, and I'm expecting a good game, certainly better than the other semi-final we've got coming up. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, we won't get into predictions yet, but I think it will be a good game. I think Chelsea have a few players missing. I think Dominic Calvert-Lewin was deemed fit by Daniel Farke to participate tomorrow. Or it might be Sunday, I don't know. So, I'm looking forward to it, man. It should be good. Well, I probably won't watch it, to be honest, but listen, it's an FA Cup semi-final, so I'll probably stay tuned.
There you go. You heard it right there. King Khan, what do you think about the game, man? And actually, quickly, let me just bring this comment up real quick. No, it's not. No. It can't. You can consider it as big, but it's not bigger than Man United Leeds. Man United Leeds is like the War of the Roses, Yorkshire Lancashire rivalry. Like it goes back to the late 1900s, early 1900s, bro. So
it goes back way before that.
I mean, like the football rivalry started in the
okay, fair.
Yeah, so the rivalry was in the 1900s. I think the War of the Roses years ago.
King Khan knows his history. He'll be able to brush us up.
War of the Roses.
That was the 1600s, wasn't it? I think.
No, they ended in 1485 with Henry Tudor. Battle of Bosworth. I think it's something like 1400 or something like that, or maybe 1385.
Fair enough. I was about to say the 1600s would have been a bit too late with Empire building in Europe beginning there.
Yeah, now 1400s. What was it? This game. What I was thinking is who's going to be Chelsea's manager for the game. That's what I've been thinking. I think it comes down to whether they get some kind of new manager bounce. If they don't, then I actually see Leeds winning it. Because I just think Chelsea's form has been so poor. Chelsea, again, it depends. Do Chelsea improve or do Chelsea continue playing the way they have?
I think if João Pedro comes back, the problem with Chelsea right now is they're not creating enough and they're not scoring enough. Like when you see them in front of goal, they literally lack that killer instinct. Like there's nobody that can finish the challenge. Delap's been really poor. He's been really, really poor. And
he's a poor player.
He's not. I'll be honest with you. I don't rate Liam Delap that highly.
Wilcox wanted him. Wanted him, and he snubbed us for Chelsea. But otherwise, we would have had him. Had
we signed him, I had to think, bro, we'd be in the relegation zone. I'm not gonna lie to you. Literally. That's
you'll be joining Spurs.
Listen, at the end of the day, I'm just happy with with our attack at the moment. But at the same time, Liam Delap though, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, that's an L signing by Chelsea. João Pedro needs to come back if Chelsea want to try and beat Leeds this weekend, and I think you have to turn it up. I think Enzo Fernandez, Caicedo would have to turn on their game. Not having Reece James there could be a bit of a tough situation because obviously Leeds have a bit of tricky wingers. They have Nonto off the bench. They've got up top they've got Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who has been on really good form this season, by the way, and they have Tanaka as well, Japanese international. They have some tough players over there at Leeds, man, and even what's his name again? Okafor, who's on a roll right now as well. So yeah, so Leeds have some tough players, but can Chelsea step it up? Is the question.
Well, of course Chelsea can step up. There's no doubt about that.
Speaking
Big
of
up, SK. Big up.
we have SKFC guys. Make sure you guys subscribe to SKFC people. Big up to you, and subscribe to Josh as well. The link is in the chat, people.
Absolutely wonderful SKFC appearance on the AN Sports stream last week. Yeah, Callum McFarlane, Brian, I was about to say, I think he took charge of you guys at the Etihad, wasn't it? So he'll probably be the most likely candidate.
Yeah, most likely candidate. I mean, he's already taken over. Confirmed already.
Fair. See, I don't know. Will he have the same effect as Gus Hiddink? I'm not quite sure, but he could end up with an FA Cup, Callum. So.
You mean Avram Grant? Because Avram Grant took Chelsea to the Champions League final. No,
I don't think Avram Grant was an interim. I think Gus Hiddink was an interim. Back in 2009, won them the FA Cup, should have got to the Champions League final. He also took over them again in 2016. I think Brian can back me up on this. Obviously, didn't quite have the same success, but steadied the ship and helped them finish in the top 10. So I don't know. They're going to hope that Callum McFarlane can do something similar to that. Will he? I don't know. If that performance away at the Etihad is anything to go by, then I think there's promising signs there without a doubt. But yeah, like you say, I don't think there's any doubt that Chelsea can turn up. I mean,
yeah, Gus was an interim.
This is what they've got to play for now.
Chelsea have the FA Cup to play for, and it's their path to Europe. Because Chelsea could drop.
We'll already be in the Europa League places, Chelsea.
And this sounds crazy. This sounds crazy, but Chelsea could drop as far as 14th. There's a possible chance that Chelsea could go to 14th. And just looking at the points total right now, let me just bring up the table real quick here. Bro, I kid you guys not. Right? I kid you guys not. Just look at the table difference here. From Brighton all the way down to 14th. Sorry, Brighton all the way down to 13th. It's a 7-point gap. From Fulham, sorry, actually, I lied.
High quality league, what can I say?
From 12th to about 9th. Sorry, from 12th to about 7th, it's a 6-point gap. That's literally
2 wins.
Yeah, it's literally a 2. Yeah, it could go either way. Chelsea at the moment are 8th. They're literally one below the Conference League spot, you know. But like I said, if Chelsea can win the FA Cup, that takes them to the Europa League, depending on where they finish, right? Because look, if Chelsea finish 6th, and if Villa can finish in 5th but win the Europa League, sorry, if Chelsea can finish 6th, but if Villa finish 5th and win the Europa League, Chelsea get Champions League, despite the FA Cup, which will then open another slot for the FA Cup, sorry, the Europa League spot, which will then give Brighton or whoever finishes after Chelsea that Europa League spot, where the Conference League spot could be as low as 9th. I think Brentford could have Conference League. That's how tight it is right now. So, anyways, on the Chelsea point, like, look, semi-finals, can they turn up? Obviously, I don't like to bring up Man United, but Ten Hag was having a shit season with United. Got us out of every single cup competition. Champions League, bottom of the group. Premier League, we're 8th. Carabao Cup, knocked out in the 4th round. So, if you look at it from this standpoint, the only really thing they can win is the FA Cup, and they're in the semi-finals. Yes, their path to the final might not be as convincing, but they're still there.
Their cup rules have been well shady. Can I just get that out there quick?
Yeah.
Since COVID until 22, like apart from 22-23, Chelsea's cup luck has been absolutely ridiculous. I'm just saying, man. I'm not complaining because they haven't won it. But you know, big up AFC always. It's a depressing time, man.
Second time round, only hitting losses at Spurs. Are you mean in 2020? Sorry, 2015-16? Because Gus Hiddink took over in 2015-16 after Mourinho got sacked. He took over again.
Well, I think that was the first time Hiddink came over, wasn't it? 2009. I think his only loss, it was against Spurs, which ended Chelsea's title challenge effectively.
Yeah.
Should have taken you guys to a Champions League final as well, if not for that absolutely disgraceful game against Barca. So.
This stat cannot be true. There's actually
Oh, no,
way
they
to-
do. Spurs have a point and we have 0. But this is Chelsea Leeds. Let's not depress ourselves that quickly. AFC always. Come on. Oh, by the way, mate, I'm only watching the Champions League semi-finals for the rest of this season. As long as this guy's our manager, I can't be dealing with it. You don't know how peaceful my mind has been without thinking about Arsenal 24/7. It's blissful. I recommend you do the same thing, mate.
Yep. I said last Monday on the stream we're finishing 10th. Ooh. Really? You think you'll finish 10th? I think you'll finish in the top. I think you'll finish inside the top 10. I don't think Chelsea will go as low as 10th unless you lose.
Well, 10th is top 10. So.
Unless you lose your next 2 games, which is against who? Like Liverpool. You play Liverpool next week, don't you? Your next game is actually, bro. Their next game is against Liverpool. If you think about it, their next Premier League game is against Liverpool because they've already played all their games except Man City haven't played their games. Liverpool is the next game away from home, unless they play next weekend. Excuse me, I don't know who they play. Sorry, is Liverpool the next game? Because we play Liverpool next week. We play Liverpool at Old Trafford next week. So who did Chelsea play next week? Somebody correct me in the chat, please.
Oh, Forest?
Is it Forest? Yes, Forest at home. They have to win that game, you know. They have to win that game, bro. Chelsea are literally 2 points off 6th spot at the moment. They need to get there. Chelsea need to get there. 2016, Lukaku dunked on them in the FA Cup semi-final. No, wait.
It was quarterfinal, wasn't it?
No.
If you're talking about Chelsea, 2016.
Because we played FA Cup semi-final against Everton in 2016, and Lukaku was there. So Lukaku actually missed a penalty against De Gea that day as well. So
I thought, didn't he score an own goal?
No, he didn't score an own goal. It was Chris Smalling scored an own goal.
Oh, fair enough.
I think.
Anyway, enough of history lessons. We'll be here all day otherwise.
Yeah, he scored a solo goal. Oh, okay. Okay. Fair enough. But anyways, have you guys given all your thoughts on the semi-final game? You want to move on to the next semi-final game?
I have.
Yeah.
King Carly, are you finished?
Yeah, no, I'll give my thoughts on it.
All right.
Prediction?
I'm going to go Chelsea win. 2-1.
Chelsea 2-0.
Hopefully.
Let's say 3-2 to Leeds.
I like that.
I don't like Chelsea. I've said it openly. I don't like Chelsea.
You'd rather Leeds win, or you'd rather Chelsea win?
I mean, well, you know, I mean, I don't see any sympathy from them when we finish 15th and don't win anything. So Leeds don't really impact me. It's not like they have a Premier League contenders.
The only thing is,
or
they win
Champions
a trophy
League.
though. Them winning a trophy, that's the thing. It might be embarrassing because the fact that Leeds have just come up from the Championship and they're winning a trophy before us, it might hurt. You know what I mean? So.
Well, depends how much you respect the trophy, I guess. I don't think it's the same as what it used to be a long time ago.
That's the thing. Like, it's being taken over by the money aspect now. People think, oh, it has this much money. It gives you this much money for this and that. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's the prize thing. You know, it's not rewarding enough.
Well, you used to be able to qualify. Was it Champions League with winning one of these cups?
Tom.
Yeah, it was that. Well, I was going to say Bulls, but yeah, yeah, he was definitely corrupt. That guy. I think he got chased into retirement after that game, which goes to show how dodgy that was. I mean, I think there were about 4 clear-cut penalties that Chelsea got denied that game. It was ridiculous.
The Champions League. Even Arsenal should have won the Champions League in 2006 or something, wasn't it? Even you should have won.
Well, Eto's equaliser was offside, but there's no point complaining about it 20 years later.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, if we get to the final 20 years on and finally lift it, I'll be delighted. But yeah, we'll talk about the Champions League stuff soon in another stream. But yeah, I don't think it. You don't need to be a psychic to know or guess what my thoughts are on how that's going to unfold. But in terms of that game, Chelsea Leeds, I think I think it'll be one of those games where it's surprisingly comfortable, despite the fact Chelsea are in such a poor run of form. You know, I think Leeds might freeze on the occasion. I think in their minds they'll probably think that not only is the FA Cup not a priority for them, as ridiculous as that is, at the end of the day they're still not mathematically safe from relegation, so there's no point putting all their eggs in one basket for a competition outside of the Prem, which is my reasoning behind my 2-0 Chelsea prediction.
Yeah, I think this might be a manager bounce for them because the fact that I think Chelsea will look forward to it more. It's a cup semi-final. They look forward to it more rather than the Prem game, right? The Prem game they've got nothing left to play for. I mean, Champions League, like it's almost out of sight now, unless they come sixth and hope Villa win the Europa League and finish fifth, right? That's the only way they get Champions League. So Chelsea don't have anything to look forward to except the FA Cup now. So I guess they'll be up for it. They might be up for it. If they're not up for it, then something's really wrong with the mentality of the squad because they spent over $2 billion and they can't, and they're going to come up with this mentality excuse, and that's something that could really hurt them in the long run. You know, if this is the mentality that the Chelsea players have going forward, and if this is the way that they're going to act on the pitch in front of the fans, yeah, their fans might chase some of them players out of the club. Let's be honest. Like Chelsea fans are actual proper fans with proper standards. Like I actually rate the constant protests that Chelsea are currently doing, even though the owners are not allowed to leave. They're still making their voices clear. Chelsea fans are still protesting when need be. Man United fans should take note, by the way, FYI. Our fans should take note. Even on an away day, our fans should take note. But listen, it is what it is.
Yeah, but I think you have to call off games because they're still declining, are they not?
The away tickets are all right. You have to buy them off the club, right? Off the club that they're going to, isn't it? So
No, but call them off in certain other ways.
Oh yeah,
the games off.
Yeah, don't forget Sunderland Forest tonight, isn't it? That could be a game, but that could be detrimental to you guys for sure. That could be very detrimental to you, 100%. If Sunderland go above you, do you still play Sunderland, or have you already played them already? Chelsea. Let me have a look.
Well, they've played Sunderland already. They lost at Stamford Bridge in the last minute.
Sunderland.
I think that's only Sunderland's. That's about 25% of their away wins this season, which is quite tragic.
They play each other in the last game of the season. Sunderland Chelsea at Stadium of Light. That's gonna be a good game. Man. That could be worth something. Anyways, City Southampton. You know what? I don't even need to talk about this game. 3-0 City. Like it's just gonna be a bloodbath for Man City. They're gonna absolutely decimate Southampton like they did Sheffield United, like they did other teams in recent times, like they did against who was their semi-final against again when they made to the final in 2024, not 2023, 2024. Who was the semi-final against? They won 3-0 against. They won 3-0 again though. City beat.
You had Coventry. Who was City's?
We had Coventry. Chelsea. City must have.
No, City had Chelsea. I think they had Chelsea in the semis and they won 1-0.
Yes. And then the controversial handball that they didn't get. That I remember that now. Yes, I remember that game. Yep. I remember that. We'll remember, bro. So.
No worries.
So yeah, semi-finals Chelsea. City were in the FA Cup final, and we played Coventry. Almost blew a 3-0 lead. Won on penalties. Luckily, we still won the cup though, so I'll take that all day, every day. But yeah, I think City will win their game against Southampton comfortably 3-0. Nothing much to say. City on a roll right now. Confidence is high. Pep's having a blast at the moment. Obviously, playing my games with Arteta and whatnot. City are on a roll in the Prem. They're on the roll they just won the Carabao Cup. They're going to win the FA Cup now, in my opinion. I think City got this one in the bag. 3-0 City. What do you guys think?
Well, they've won the league. They've already won the Carabao Cup. Guardiola bowing out with the domestic treble would be perfect, repeating the feat of 2019. Yeah, I mean, I don't see any reality where Southampton get past them. Albeit, Southampton, I believe, are actually the most informed team in the country, as it stands. I don't think they've been beaten since at least February. So, They've definitely got something about them. I think they're in and about the playoffs at the minute in the Championship. Obviously, they beat Arsenal in the last round, who were level on points with City in the league, which would, on paper, indicate a similar level. But that means they've proven they can beat a quote-unquote big side. So there's no reason why they can't do it again. But I do feel like this is Man City's FA Cup to lose. And if they do end up losing it, Pep's going to be kicking himself for the entire summer. So I think it's going to be fairly simple. I won't give my prediction just yet. King can't take it away, bro.
Well, I think obviously on paper, City just have too much artillery for Southampton. But I'll be honest, I've not really been that impressed by the way they play. I just think other teams have been even worse. So I think really you never know. You never know. And well, let's just say hope is never a bad thing. So let's just say I'm rooting for Southampton to do something.
Of course, same.
And I don't think it's impossible because hey, they weren't exactly that good against relegation for the last game, were they?
No.
They were against those shit. People say, oh, they were good defensively, but yeah, but those shit going forward. What was it against Burnley, right? They were absolute dog shit going forward.
Yeah.
So that being the case, I do think you can get at them. Just that so many teams nowadays just play how they want them, just kind of play into their hands and kind of play timid against them. I'm curious as to how long Roger will be out as well. That's another thing. But yeah, why not? Why not have a little bit of faith in Southampton? I don't think this is the invincible City. Like I say, if they do win the league and whatever, but it's not like the other top teams have been good. We've had our problems for many years. Chelsea are going our way as well in terms of like they've had problems for quite a while. What else? Arsenal sort of started declining recently too, so it's not like they've been amazing themselves.
Yeah.
So I actually give it to Southampton. Why not?
What's your score prediction then? I went 3-0 City.
I'd say, why not? Why not like 2-1 Southampton?
Okay. That'd be nice. Josh, score prediction?
Akarin, I'll take a leaf out of your book. 3-0 City.
Okay.
I think it'll be a waste of time, to be honest. Actually, I'll go 2-0. I'll be different. I'll go 2-0 instead.
It's okay. You can go with the same. Don't worry about it, bro. You can go with the same.
I'll go 2-0 City.
Anyways, I think let's go on to the Premier League games now. I think the biggest game this week is Arsenal-Newcastle, to be honest with you. And then obviously United-Brentford after that. I don't see any other games really big compared to these two games, to be honest. It's not really a massive weekend in the Premier League compared to most weeks. Obviously, you have Sunderland Forest. That's quite a decent game. Fulham-Villa, European battle. Liverpool-Crystal Palace. I mean, the Crystal Palace, what do they have much to play for? Not really much. Liverpool, they have to win this game. Wolves-Tottenham, I don't know. Relegation scrap, but Wolves already relegated. Tottenham are the only team not relegated yet. West Ham, Everton, and then you have on Monday night Man United, Brentford. Because some of the games have already been played in Gameweek 33 because of the FA Cup semi-finals right now. So they moved the games to Gameweek 33. But anyways, I think let's start with Josh. Arsenal, Newcastle. Take it away, bro.
Arsenal, Newcastle, two teams short of confidence. Arsenal, obviously. One win out of their last 6, if I'm not mistaken. That includes the Carabao Cup final defeat and the FA Cup quarter-final defeat. 2 Premier League defeats. And in all honesty, a tepid draw in the Champions League quarter-final second leg. Newcastle, on the other hand, I think they've lost the last 4 games in a row. That included a defeat to their arch-rivals in the last minute and a 7-2 battering at the hands of Barcelona, who then got knocked out in the next round anyway. I think their last win was actually, funnily enough, against Chelsea, who we spoke about earlier, talking about the FA Cup semi-finals. Both teams are on really poor form. I have got to be honest, I don't know much about Newcastle's team selection. Having said that, I think Aaron Ramsdale is going to start. I don't think Pope's made it back for the game. As far as Arsenal are concerned, Arteta confirmed that Saka and Calafiori will be in the matchday squad. At the end of the day, it's good to have these players back. You know my thoughts on Saka. He never turns up during this time of the season anyway, so he wasn't really a miss. But listen, he can't be any worse than Nunzino on the right wing. So there is that. Zubimendi's going to start again. I'm not sure if Declan Rice has fully recovered yet. These players are getting ran into the ground, Akvin, and I've spoken to you about this, I should say, over the last 3 or 4 streams. It's basically slave labour at this stage. Only difference is they're getting paid hundreds of thousands of pounds per week. So how bad can we really feel? I can still feel bad because these players have had their careers absolutely ruined by you know who on the touchline. In terms of this game, listen, like I said, it's 2 teams short of confidence. Arsenal still reeling. The manager of the month curse, you might put it down to that. I don't. You've seen this manager in April for the previous 5 years of his managerial career. It's to be expected. It would not surprise me at all if Newcastle came away from the Emirates with their first win since November 2010. Andy Carroll winner. Koscielny getting sent off. So, yeah, Newcastle, for how bad they've been, they can still get 3 points out of this game. And after their heartbreaking defeat at home to Arsenal in September this season, they're going to want to get revenge. I think Bruno Guimaraes is back as well at the best possible time for the Geordies. Yeah. So they can give it a real chance. They were unlucky not to get something at the Emirates last year. And they can fully apply themselves in this game and ruin Arsenal's season completely.
I mean, Newcastle, obviously you mentioned that Newcastle losing streak. Prior to that, they were winning 3 games in a row. I think keeping clean sheets as well. They just had just won 1-0 at Stamford Bridge. I think they had just beaten United. They just beat who else before that did they beat? I swear Newcastle on like a 3-game win streak or something prior after that. You know what I mean? But anyways, yeah, it's gonna be a tough game. I think title will come down to goal difference now. But there's still a chance City could pip Arsenal by 3 or 4 points.
Why goal difference? Do you think both of them will drop points or not?
No, because both at the moment are on the same amount of games played. Except City have a better goal. City have a better head-to-head. Both same goal difference.
But like, let's say if one of them wins more games than the other going forward, then they win it, no?
No, because if it's no, because at the moment right now it's tied on points, right? It's tied on points, tied on goal difference as well. But City had the head-to-head over Arsenal. That's why City are top. You get it? No.
I get that. What I'm saying. Do you not think that one of them is gonna win more games than the other going forward?
There's a chance both could
finish on more points.
I mean, I think both will win. I think there's a good chance Arsenal could win all their games this season.
Because I mean, some people are saying their games look hard. I don't think their games look hard actually. These are not teams that are ranked high in the Premier League. It shouldn't. Yeah. The only excuse they might have is the Champions League being, oh well, we're juggling both, and it's fatiguing us, etc., etc. But in terms of the actual Premier League games they have, I see them all pretty winnable.
I just think Arsenal have to slap Newcastle. Like they just have to beat Newcastle by like I know it sounds crazy for me to say, but Arsenal have to try and win like 5-0 to really go on and win this league, because I think goal difference is what it comes down to now. If Arsenal really destroy Newcastle, let's say Arsenal play well and destroy Newcastle, right? All of a sudden, the goal difference goes up, and then you might go on a winning run, and then that's where Arsenal could get over the line. It's the goal difference.
I'll be honest. I think if they win all their remaining games, I do think they win the league. Whether they can do that is another matter. But I do think if they win all their remaining games, you should have the league. Hopefully, you don't have I don't say unlucky, but Man City really kind of piss you off and win all the games.
It's the goal difference thing. That's what it could come down to, the goal difference. Because both could win all the games at the end of the season, but if Arsenal score more goals, then Arsenal win the league.
Yeah, but where is their attack and firepower for that?
That's all.
Corners, mate. Come on.
They need to get
Gabriel, right? My man Gabriel, the striker.
Arsenal's top scorer of the season is actually Gyökeres. I think 19 goals this season already, Josh.
18. I mean, that
Premier League
deserves a
goal?
knighthood in and of itself, under this system. But yeah, I mean, Arsenal are going to have to go out of their way and try and score a lot of goals in these last 5 games, let alone win the games. So, I mean, everything's on City's side here. Correct me if I'm wrong, I haven't looked at the league table, but I think they're level on goal difference with us. I think they're ahead of us on goals scored at the minute, aren't they?
No. I think head to head.
Head to head? Oh,
I think
fucking hell.
because I think they beat.
Is that how it works in the Premier?
No, because it's tied on goal difference right now, and I think they beat you by 1, and you drew 1 away. I know head to head doesn't really matter anymore, but I think it kind of does in this situation.
No, I think the Premier League does it on goals scored, but correct me if I'm wrong. I'll check the table right now. I'm probably going to.
No, you are right. City have scored 3 more goals. However, if it was tied on everything, if everything was tied, let's say every single thing was tied on the table, then I think City would be ahead because they beat you. That's how they do it. I think.
Yeah, no, I think City are top on goals scored. Arsenal have to make up 3 goals.
They can see 3 more
at
goals.
least.
I don't think that's going to happen. I think they're going to have to win on points or no other way.
Yeah, I think it goes down to goal difference. Like I said, I think it could go down to the last day. Because look, like I said, your run right now is Newcastle at home. Then you have the semi-finals of the Champions League, right, against Atletico. Then you have Fulham at home. Then they have semi-finals again. West Ham away. That could be a tough game because they need to win that game to stay up, right? Do you know what's funny? West Ham could help Arsenal bottle the league and relegate Spurs at the exact same time.
A small price to pay for salvation, dude.
If you deep it. which is wild because West Ham fans have had a really tough year, right? They thought they were going to probably get relegated. They're literally on the brink of survival. If they can beat Arsenal, they could relegate Tottenham and help Arsenal bottle the league, which is completely fucking hilarious. And then you have Burnley at home, which, let's be real, you should slap them. Like, let's just be honest. You ain't losing that game. And then Palace away.
Well,
so there's 3 games here that I look at and say, there's 3 teams that don't have much to play for. Fulham, I don't think they're going to get Europe. They'll beat them at home. The Burnley game you should beat. They're already relegated. And Palace, they've got nothing left to play for. So you should be able to beat them. There's 2 games I look at. All right, it's West Ham away and Newcastle at home. The 2 games I think you have to get over. If you can get over those 2 games wins, then I think the final 3, then the last game that I mentioned, you should be able to get over. The Palace game, the Fulham game, and the Crystal Palace game. Sorry, the Palace game, the Burnley game, the Fulham game. Those 3 games you should be able to get over. It's the West Ham and the Newcastle games, like I said, you have to get over, right? Because those 2 have something to play for. West Ham needs to survive. Newcastle to go for Europe, right? And Fulham, Fulham might still have a chance to go for Europe, but at the same time, they're quite far behind, so they might not go for Europe anymore. They might just be like, oh, it might be tough for us now. So they might not be on the same energy as they once was, right? So, like I said, I'm gonna say it again. 2 games I look at is Newcastle at home and West Ham away. You have to win those 2 games and win the final 3 games, and I think you can win the league. But it comes down to goal difference. No, your camera's not bugging. Your camera's fine, Josh. Your camera's good, bro. It was bugging a little bit, but I think you're good.
Going forward, are they going to be playing Odegaard?
That's the only question. Will Arsenal continue playing the same shitty team that they've been playing for the last few games that cost them the title? Potentially.
Are they gonna drop their captain? Yes or no, or fake some injury with him? Because
No.
I saw him against City and he was a fucking pussy like he always is. Well,
he's sending himself for the World Cup, which is fucking disgusting. In and of itself.
He's saving himself every season, though, isn't he? Every fucking season seems to be a World Cup for him, huh?
Well, I think it's because this is Norway's first World Cup in nearly 30 years. So being the captain, he's going to want to focus on that. Which, I can understand the thinking behind it. But at the end of the day, you're playing for my club. You're supposed to captain my club, act like the captain. But he isn't. He was never captain material. I think one chance I did see that we had at the Etihad was Kai Havertz's 1-on-1. Erdegaard's weight of pass was absolutely awful. He's just not good. He's just not good whatsoever. He's not going to get dropped. He'll start against Newcastle alongside Eze. Yeah, who knows, man.
Yeah, and then Zuba Mendy, I didn't see him doing anything going forward either. And
He's-
Well,
kept
that
making
guy
these
is a dud.
strange passes,
He-
lobbing it high in the air, and it goes back to a City player when you're losing, and that's what he's doing.
As a
So
famous guy once said, he's Subi Meaty. You know what I mean?
Scooby Doo. Where are you? We've got a title to lose now. Listen, I don't think he's a bad player, but I don't think he's suited to the English game, and the fact that he's been rinsed like a dog by this manager is nothing short of horrible man management. When you've got an experienced Premier League captain on the bench.
We can't use the word English game because, like I said, there's so many teams that beat English clubs this season in the Champions League, right?
No, I'm on about playing English football against English style teams week in, week out. I don't think he's suited to.
it means like physical kind of game.
Physical.
Yeah, for physicality, the focus on set pieces, it's not, the Premier League and the Liga are different. Whether it's good different or bad different from a Premier League perspective, that's a debate that can rage on for however long you want it. But I don't think he's adapted to the English game. People were trying to big him up as the signing of the season for the first 6 months of this season. He never was. He's the single reason why our Big Six records got ended as well, conceding that free kick at Anfield.
Call me crazy.
I'm just saying he's not good enough. He just isn't. And who he brought to replace, the guy he replaced, don't want to mention his name. We all know who it is, but he is 10 times the player as Zubimendi is.
Call me crazy, yeah, but I know
You're crazy.
If Newcastle had gotten past Barcelona, do you think they could have beaten Atletico Madrid?
I think Atletico Madrid would have had too much firepower for Newcastle.
That's the thing. I think it depends. It depends on the matchup, right? It depends on because, like I said, you could beat somebody but lose another team because it depends on the matchups. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, look, I think they could have, but it'd have been a lot difficult. Yeah, you're right. It could have been a lot more difficult. But anyways, back to the game. Have you guys given all your thoughts on the game? You want to add anything more? Arsenal, Newcastle.
I have to go into predictions, I suppose.
King Khan, have you given all your thoughts yet, or you want to say anything more?
On the actual game, I mean, I think I don't think they were amazing against City, but if they play like that, it should be enough for Newcastle. Should be enough to beat them because Newcastle, I mean, the league speaks for itself. They're not exactly ranked anywhere decent. So I think, I mean, they need to win that game. So if they don't, then they deserve what's coming to them. And that's my support kind of going, you know.
Yeah.
I think we've already got what's been coming to us in terms of performances. We're not winning this league title. I sussed it out from day one. Listen, man, when I talk about Arsenal Football Club, listen, because I know my club better than the majority of Arsenal fans, funnily enough. This was so obviously going to happen. I told you, like, that Carabao Cup final is going to decide where the Premier League's going. And
I said the same thing as
it's
well.
going and it's going City's way, you know.
Words at the same time, though.
So yeah, Newcastle, will it be Oil Clubs United? I'm not too sure. In terms of my predictions, I'll go 2-1 Arsenal. Fuck it. I'm not gonna watch the game, like I said. I'm only watching the Champions League semis because I can't be fucked with this manager now.
I know why.
Sorry.
I know why, because I watch you very rarely, but when I do, it's so depressing watching you guys. And I was thinking, imagine if I was an Arsenal fan watching this for this many years, because the problem is we've been nowhere. Man U have been nowhere, but you guys have had the illusion like, oh, you can win it, you can win it, you can win it, and then in the last minute they just slip up on a banana skin. That's what it is like with Arsenal. It seems really fucking depressing watching you guys. And I think the whole squad seems nervous as well. Like,
yeah, you can say
the goalkeeper. even the goalkeeper and everything. I just think it's all this nervousness, and no one there wants to just grab their testicles and just fucking go for it.
You know what? Thank you for
Settle
pointing
down.
out. I never pointed to that David Raya stuff because he's making silly little errors as well. You see the pressure's getting to them as well. You see the pressure's really getting to Arsenal, and that's where they fold. Because, like I said, it's all down to the manager. Because if he can keep them top for majority of the season, but bottle it towards the end, there's a mentality issue.
Yeah, the goalie's nothing special either, and then the backup goalie is also. He's not exactly performed either.
He's making great mistakes as well, man. He should have never started that.
No, he had a brilliant performance away at Sporting, and he let all the praise get to his head, and now he thinks he's the main character. Mentality issue again, not in the way we usually speak about Arsenal, but still, it's to do with what's going on in your head.
Who, David Raya?
Yeah.
I think he was shit before that. I remember he was letting in goals. Was it against Sunderland or something like that? And I just thought, what's going on here?
No, those goals are Gabriel's fault.
I didn't rate him ever since we beat you on penalties. Call me crazy, but I didn't rate him since we beat you on penalties.
I'm not rating Gabriel either. I think at times he loses his head. He lost his head in the last game too, didn't he?
This is it. He's been poor for a while now, and he tries to do this whole passion gimmick. Mate, we're losing.
When they're losing.
There's no time for it, mate. What are you doing?
When they're losing, yeah. Oh, let's bring out the passion when we're losing.
Yeah, it's not, mate. People talk about Gabriel versus Haaland. Haaland has only failed to score against Arsenal since he came into the Prem in 2 games. 2 games out of 8. What is that? That's what, a 20% fail to convert ratio or whatever. I don't know. It's this myth that it's some sort of battle is absolutely ridiculous. Because Haaland's winning 3 Premier Leagues on his head. There's no battle here. If anything, Saliba is the one that keeps him quiet. But Gabriel plays up to the cameras and all that. I can't. And to be honest, I like that from Gabriel. I like the fact that he's one of the only players in our squad who's actually a see you next Tuesday like that. Because we need a fuck ton more of them if we're to get over the line. But yeah, overall, it just isn't good enough, you know. I know what you get. I know what you're saying, King Khan, in terms of watching Arsenal's depressing. I mean, you hear me on this channel week in, week out, and I'm like, whenever I speak about Arsenal, I'm just depressed as fuck. Yeah.
I was thinking of you. I was thinking, imagine if I was him watching this all this time. After one
that's
game,
why I'm only watching the Champions League semis, bro. I'm not watching. You know, I'm honestly thinking, as long as Arteta's here, I'm just not watching anything because he probably isn't going to get sacked anyway. I will have a peaceful next 12 months. Yeah, I'll look at the league table occasionally. I'll see that we're top. I'll be like, oh, yardy da. I'll get to the end of April and it'll be City on top again. Who cares? Big up, Prime. Big up,
my brother. Every single time, bro. Hope you're doing good, my guy. Hope you're blessed. It's been a long time, bro.
Well, I think all sides of London are pretty depressed at the minute, mate.
Then you got the wingers of doom. Who
I hope you win. I hope you beat Leeds on Sunday, Prime. Hope you beat Leeds on Sunday, bro.
Oh yeah, and we'll take Garnacho off you this summer, mate. So don't worry about
that. Hey, listen, I won't be surprised. You know, I called this as well last season, Josh.
It's either Garnacho or Neto. We're getting one of those dots alongside Gordon. Oh my god. Yeah, I see what I mean, King Khan. I'm not watching this shit.
Yeah, but
bring me the Atletico Madrid semi-finals and I'm fucking out. That's it. I'm not watching anything else.
But there's the bullshit that you guys have the best squad, but I don't think so. Because even looking at the first team, I see holes everywhere.
What about Kane Chukwuemeka? What about him? If you go sign him?
Mate, you might as well put me on the wing when we play in April, and I won't look any worse than our players. It's just, it's awful.
I think you might sign like a I don't know, Lavia maybe or something. I don't know.
Mate, we're signing one of Garnacho or Neto to accompany Anthony Gordon. We'll probably sign Sandro Tonali, another fucking midfielder that can't pass the ball and has very little technical ability in all the games I've seen him. So, yeah, can't wait.
No Harry Kane, huh? No Harry Kane.
Hey, Prime, become our manager, please. I'm Prime at the wheel. I'll be up for that. I'm sure you'll coach some attacking football and allow us to progress centrally. So, I'm all for it.
500 now. I said 600. Sorry, 600. Not bad. Not 500. What am I saying? 500. 600. Sorry. 10 subs to 600, guys. Come on, you already know the deal. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel around here. I said this as well, Prime. I said that they're gonna go to Arsenal next. He's gonna go to Arsenal next summer. I said this too, bro. I could see it from a mile away. Like, it's between him, Neto, and I think it could also be between. You know what? I have a feeling Chelsea, that type of club, to have enough of Gittins in 1 year, so they could.
You know what the narrative's going to be. It's going to be the fact that Garnacho's turns up in the cup final, which is exactly what we need. Chelsea mistreated him, and Ten Hag mistreated him, and Arteta is gonna get him to. Mate, I can't be fucked with it. Like I say, what he's done with Martinelli is a fantastic case study in how this guy cannot coach wingers at all. I mean, whether it's Saka and the lack of rotation, or Martinelli and making him hug the touchline, when his best season for us in terms of goal scoring came through penetrating central areas. Excuse that, but yeah, I mean, I've said this before. Under someone like Luis Enrique, Martinelli would look like Kvaratskhelia, and I know that sounds crazy to say, but I genuinely think under better coaching, Martinelli is an insane talent. Ronaldinho said it. Jurgen Klopp said it. These are players, former players and managers that actually know what the fuck they're doing. And he would look good under that. Under Arteta, Garnacho is not going to look any better than he has at Manchester United or Chelsea. If we had someone like a Luis Enrique, then Garnacho might look quite good. But yeah, I'm not looking forward to it at all.
Arsenal have a club that goes to sign Jorgensen as well, like from Chelsea or something. Like a quality goalkeeper is like a backup.
Bro, what Chelsea signings have actually helped us? What Chelsea signings have actually been decent, apart from Jorginho and maybe? I mean, has there been anyone else?
Yeah, King Kai.
I mean, Czech wasn't bad for us, but Baku, Baku can fuck off.
I thought he went Chelsea.
Who else was there? I mean, Yossi Ben Ayoun wasn't too bad. He came up with some crucial goals. Apart from that, what Chelsea players have actually been good? William Gallas fucking crying on the pitch when our title hopes went up in flames again back in 2008. You got fucking who else? Fucking Willian, the worst player I've ever seen in an Arsenal shirt. Raheem Sterling, absolute dud. Yeah, man. I'm not going on a rant about that. It's just
I'm sure you
complete self-sabotage, complete cuckoldry. That's what it is.
Josh, I'm sure you wish you never signed Willian, because to tell you why, that Europa League semi-final was one of the worst substitutions I've ever seen a manager make in my entire life. Or I'm not seen it, but what I've heard of it. Like, bro, you subbed off fucking Aubameyang, your lead scorer, to win you that tie on away goals for Willian, who wasn't going to get you anything.
You know what sub was just as bad? Another substitution that was almost as bad as that was taking Eze off at the Etihad. What are you doing? He just hit the post. He's our only player capable of picking out golden moments. He's our only player of individual quality that is able to pull a rabbit out of a hat. So naturally, you take him off.
I've seen worse.
And yeah, Prime, come on, man. Please win us football.
Bro,
I mean, we won't have a quadruple second place finishes. We'll actually have something in the cabinet. But,
I remember David Moyes. He subbed off Rooney for Chris Smalling, and we conceded right away to Southampton at home. It was 1-0.
David, bro, how are you mentored under Wenger and Pep Guardiola? And you were playing with Pochettino in the PSG side, and yet David Moyes is your benchmark. I can't do this, man. I've spoken too much on Arsenal now. Like I said, only games I'm watching for the rest of the season are the Champions League semis. After that, if he somehow manages to keep his job after winning nothing again come May, then yeah, I'm not bothering next season. I mean, I'll be happy to help out the channel, of course. I'll be there for the World Cup, but I'm not watching Arsenal stuff. You'll call me. I mean, what else can I call myself? I'll just call my YouTube channel Josh or something because I'm getting away from Arsenal shit.
Just call it Geezer Josh. I mean,
Geezer Josh, yeah, okay. OG. I like that.
Bring back the name when you introduce yourself to the channel. You know what I mean? That'll be like.
Yeah, mate. Honestly, to be fair, Neto looked good before going to Chelsea. So Well, even then, he only scored about 8 Premier League goals.
I think of all the signings you signed from Chelsea, I think Neto won't be the worst player you signed because I think Neto can. I think Neto.
Listen, man, it's a hot day, man. Please don't entertain Garnacho and Neto.
Hot days, Josh. You really talk about hot days to me, bro.
Really? Yeah, well, good point. Oh, you've got aircon in Bangkok, haven't you? Air conditioning.
I live in heat waves, bro. No, the aircon's not even that good over here. The heat waves are.
Bro, we haven't got aircon at all.
I know, but bro,
UK house design is literally designed to keep heating. You know.
Yeah, but
I can't be doing this, man.
Bro, bro, it's hot all year. It's not even just hot from right now. It's hot from January to December, year in year out. It's not. It rains the odd times, but for our country is like fucking. you know when you visit Thailand, you'll know. That's all I'll tell you. You know what I mean? But no,
I'll be a lazy boy. Fucking.
Of all the signings you would sign from Chelsea, I think Neto won't be the worst one. He won't.
Brian says here, David Luiz. I mean, to be fair, he played a pivotal role in our only trophy within 8 years. At the same time, watching him week in, week out, oh my god, you may as well have had Sideshow Bob in the backline. Sorry, Brian, I don't allow any David Luiz revisions in here.
Because David Luiz won trophies with Chelsea. He won the league with Chelsea. He won the
he did. Champions League, Europa League, I think.
Yeah, so it's football heritage.
Twice.
Yeah. One of those two, hopefully.
Oh, yeah, Kepa won trophies at Chelsea as well.
Yeah, Petr was good, but I think towards the end of his career, he started to tail off a lot. You could see the decline in Petr for sure, because he was slapping the ball out and to strikers to pounce. Like he was. Yeah, it wasn't.
I love how when Petr signed for us, John Terry said that he will save Arsenal about 15 points this season, and we ended up getting 71 points. So fuck knows where we would have finished if we didn't have him in goal, you know. But yeah, I mean, this is enough Arsenal talk. Well, mate, I need to take some paracetamol after that. But yeah, good chat. I'm sure the chat enjoyed it, particularly the Chelsea fans.
Have you guys given your score predictions for the Arsenal Newcastle? Josh, you said 2-1.
I said 1-0 Arsenal. To be honest, I couldn't care less. You know, I said that.
You said 2-1, didn't you? 2-1 Arsenal.
Oh, I'll go 1-0 instead.
Okay, King Khan, what are you saying? 3-0 Arsenal or something?
Nah, I don't think they're going to be that good. Let's say I was thinking 2-1.
Yeah, I'll go 2-1 Arsenal as well.
No worries having Olivier Giroud, bro.
Yeah,
cost us the league in 2016, cost us the tie against Monaco, goes to Chelsea and does well. I mean, why wouldn't you, mate? Yeah, nice one.
You are not happy with Havertz, huh?
King Khan, man. I'm on a short fuse here. I'm on a short fuse here. Don't piss me off. Fucking hell. No, in all seriousness, I mean, I liked Havertz for a bit, but then he kept missing chances that knocked us out of domestic cup competitions. I mean, it's like, maybe I shouldn't like him that much.
It's football heritage, though. He won Chelsea to the Champions League. He should be.
Yeah, then he came to Arsenal. He's won nothing. Fucking typical, that, isn't it? Yeah, sweet, nice one.
Man. Well, because you have Arteta as your manager, that's why you won't win shit. You know what I mean? That's all I got to say about it.
That's it, man.
Anyways, let's get back on track to the Premier League games. I think the next game we should go to is Man United Brentford game, because I did the preview already with the lads on Brentford. I'll let King Khan go first because I already did the preview earlier today. So
I'll be back.
Yeah, no worries, man. Go ahead. King Khan, Man United Brentford. What are your thoughts on the game? I'll give you a score prediction yet. Just give your thoughts on the game. And like
what was the score last time we played them? It's pretty bad, wasn't it?
It was away from home where we lost 3-1, but it was. You know what it is? Our home record against Brentford is 100%. Since they've come up to the Premier League, we won every game in the league against them at home.
Yeah, it's true. Listen, we didn't play well last game, but we still won it, and I don't see how Brentford. I don't see how Brentford are really that good. I think we win that. I think we win it. That's what I'd say about it. because if you're winning games and you're not playing well, I mean, maybe it's not good long term in terms of like next season with the Champions League. But I think for now, I don't really see Brentford as much of a threat.
He scored the goal, to be fair, Brian. So that's what I meant. Sorry, continue.
Yeah, so I think we have enough attacking talent in Cunha and Bumo to outscore them. Frankly, I don't think they're good enough to give us too many problems.
I thought our approach at Stamford Bridge last week was poor, in terms of like the way we sat back and just tried to hold on to.
It's been like that for a while, though. It's been like that for a while. We've been getting wins. We've not been playing well, though.
No, we've not been playing well, but it's not sustainable every single game. We can get away with it at Chelsea because Chelsea don't have the finishing instinct, right? They don't have the killer instinct to finish in front of
Brentford?
Brentford have
even worse.
Brentford have a top scorer of the league right now, bro. He's top scorer right now, so we have to be very, very careful of him.
Yeah, but I mean, still, like even as bad as Chelsea have been, Chelsea is still like a better team overall, right? And we still beat them. So and we're at home here. So I mean, league doesn't lie. I think it should be. I think we should win that. If we don't, then it is what it is. Listen, all I care about is whether we get in the Champions League. I think our poor. Yeah, we're very close to that. I think one win away maybe. Like it could literally be we get one win, 61 points, Champions League. It could be that low of a threshold. So that's what I'd say. I have to talk about character a little bit. I just don't think the performances have been good enough. I don't think his CV says enough either. So I would desperately not want to have him as manager. If they have a choice between him and Nagelsmann, I don't really see how that's even a debate. One of them was won with a big club. The other one is also young. The other one hasn't. What's he won really?
Sorry,
that's what it comes down to. Well, one of them was won with a big club, and the other one, well, what's he won? Nothing really.
Nothing much, yeah. Nothing much. Yet.
Have you won any trophy as a manager?
No, both haven't won anything actually, because Keith Andrews was actually Thomas Frank's assistant. However, Keith Andrews was the set piece coach for Thomas Frank, so they both never won anything as managers.
No, I'm afraid like Nagelsmann versus Nagelsmann or Carrick, because that's sort of a
Carrick, sorry.
Apparently it's pretty easy to get him, so I don't see how that's even a discussion.
Won the league with Bayern.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the point. He's already won at a young age with a big club.
Yeah,
like Bayern Munich, similar big club to us, but Carrick has won nothing as manager, so it's a very easy choice. I don't even see how it's a debate, frankly.
No, of course, and I would go for Nagelsmann as well. As Man United, if I was the board, I would go for Nagelsmann as well. But I don't know if you've seen some of the tweets out there that that United have refused to go for managers like Nagelsmann, who was involved, and I'm fucking fuming because.
What do you mean managers like? Managers like what? Like what they're trying to say?
No, they've listed managers, and Nagelsmann was one of the managers that they listed, so they don't want to go.
Well, if it's true, it's obvious why they don't. They want to pay. They want to have Carrick because they can probably pay him half as much, and he probably will. He's just happy to be there. He's just happy to be there. He's not causing. Of course, yeah. Put it this way, like these best managers now are on 20 million plus, but we want to pay our managers 7-8 million. No one talks about this. That's a very big thing. We want to pay our managers 7-8 million, less than half of what the top managers are getting paid. So that's a big part of it. And the guy clearly, he's talking about which player was it? He was saying he has a good future at the club.
Mason Mount, wasn't
it? Yeah. So the point is, obviously, I mean, he's just lucky to be there, and that's exactly why he's never, he's timid enough for the management to love him. So that's what it comes down to. So don't be buying any of the bullshit when they say, oh well, the other options were not possible. No, you didn't even try. Have they spoken to Ancelotti? No. Have they spoken to Enrique? No. Have they spoken to Tuchel? No. Zero. Not even like a tiny rumor or report. Anything. There's been nothing that they've contacted these guys. I don't know if they've contacted Nagelsmann, but it's been quite clear that that's a very doable one. So they should be over that. They should be over that like a rash. Really, it's so easy. It's so easy. Even a blind man could see it.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I'm getting sick and tired of our fans as well that keep buying this bullshit, because that whole list that they get some retards to leak that. It's literally to lower the expectations and change the perception of people, making it think, oh well, yeah, these guys are not even possible anyway. Of course they're fucking possible.
But-
Offer them the money and say you love them, and that's easy. And by the way, give them a proper budget, not 4 or 5 players. No, more like 7, 8.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like you know what it is. Like these guys are scared to make a decision for the club because they're scared that it goes south again. Oh, what if Carrick? You know, he's on a good run form with us. Why should we change that? And like, look, if Carrick has come in, right?
Ollie did even better. Ollie had an even better start actually statistically, and we know how that. And then
he did.
The next season, what did he get second in his first full season?
He got sacked. No. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer stayed, and he stayed for 3 years.
Yeah, he got second at one point, right? Well, when did he get second?
He got third and then second in his first 2 full seasons.
Yeah. So my point is, people will look at that and be like, "Oh, well, during the time, it's getting better, it's getting better." But I never wanted to be appointed in the first place because you can see how these things turn out. Similar actually with Arteta as well, by the way. There's a difference between second and first. So that's what it comes down to, and it's really obvious. But again, a lot of our fan base is mentally retarded, and they don't see this.
No, but you're not wrong in that sense. But like, I think these guys are okay. Let's say this: if Carrick came in, right, and he completely changed up the style of play, and it was consistent every single week, and it was like, and we played like how we played against Man City week in week out, I'm like, yeah, give Carrick the job right now. That's what I'd be that right now.
Not happen though.
No. It's not gonna happen now. I don't want Carrick to get the job now. But if Carrick had played the exact same way that we did against Man City every single week from then onwards, I'd be like, yep, give Carrick the job right now, because the football is going to improve, the results are going to improve, and definitely we'll get better results next season as well, right? So that's what I'd be like. I'd be like, sure, I'd be convinced, but now I'm not convinced because Carrick is slowly making these silly little mistakes, like making late substitutions, not adapting much mid-game. He needs to adapt a bit better mid-game, and I'm not trying to say Carrick is bad. He's not doing a bad job.
Players out of position too.
Not sustainable. You get it? Because we can get away with playing that against Chelsea, because Chelsea don't have that killer instinct in front of goal. But if you play that against City, against Liverpool, play that against Arsenal, we get slapped. It's plain and simple. We get slapped. So, like I said, if you play against a side that's struggling to score goals, then you get away with it playing defensively. But going forward, we need to be better against Villa, like how we did against Villa when we scored the final 2 goals of the game. Be better against like Arsenal. Be better against City. These 3 games I looked at him, and Spurs as well. These 4 games I looked at him like, okay, we can progress the ball well. We can move the ball forward well. It's just transitioning from defense to attack. That might be the issue. All right, take care, Brian.
And also, I don't think that our attackers, apart from one, Sesko, who's just turned into a guy off the bench, really. But the rest of them, I don't think have improved under him at all. Has Mbeumo improved under Carrick? No, he looks frustrated.
Actually, to be fair with you, bro, he actually scored an assisted in his first like.
No, but that's a long time ago. I'm talking about the whole period of Michael Carrick.
I think he was carrying a bit of an injury as well, right? At one point, if I'm not mistaken.
Nothing was official on that, but I think for a long time he's looked out of position and he's not really.
He has.
He looks quite frustrated.
I'm not excusing Brian Mbeumo. I think Mbeumo has had a dip in form for sure.
Yeah, but Ahmad also, as weird as it sounds, in that wing-back position, he was actually linking up well and doing something. Now I don't see what he's done at all with Carrick as well. So my point is, under Carrick, a lot of these players are not actually improving.
It's decision making, to be fair. I think it's decision making. I think it's IQ from these players. I think both Ahmad and Mbeumo need to improve their vision in the game, because Ahmad could have when you watch Ahmad against what was it called? There's so many games this season where you look at Ahmad, he just doesn't play the right pass. He just doesn't play the correct pass to the striker. That's why Sesko is also struggling at the same time. Because, okay, go back to last week. Sesko, when you play deep, when you play so deep against like a side like Chelsea, against, like, for example, Leeds. If you're playing deep, your striker is all of a sudden useless because he's not roaming in the box to try and score a goal. So Sesko had 2 poor games because we were not playing in the box. Yes, Sesko missed a good chance against Leeds, and I'm not excusing him for that. But against Chelsea, we were sitting so deep, Sesko had nothing to do, so he was useless at that point. If you're playing further forward, if you're trying to attack, if you're trying to go forward with the ball a lot more, right, then Sesko will definitely strive. Why? It's because he's finding space in the box to finish. That's his game. We're not playing him to his strength because we're sitting deep, right? So that's why I'm saying we can bring Sesko off the bench if we need a goal. If we don't need a goal, you don't bring Sesko off the bench. You just leave him on the bench.
So you're saying when we sub him on, we try and play more expansively, and that's why he's scoring.
Further forward because we can't use him in deep areas. Yes, he can control the ball. Yes, he can hold the ball and try and take on players at times. I can see that. But his best game is when he's roaming in the box. You can see his heat map. He's more inside the box. He's trying to roam and find space in the box. Against Villa, for example, perfect example against Aston Villa. When what was it? Bruno Fernandes or someone that found Sesko in the box?
Probably was Bruno. Who else is doing that? It's usually Bruno, isn't it?
And then Sesko was open, and Sesko finished his chance. Right? You find Sesko in the box. He creates his own chance and he scores. You know what I mean? So you're only utilizing Sesko to his strength with that sense.
Mm.
So
I got to bring in certain other managers. Obviously, Ten Hag failed with us, Amorim failed with us, but it seemed they at least were trying to implement some kind of style. But what is the style under Carrick? Can anyone actually decipher what his style is?
There's no real style.
It's just vibes to me. That's what it looks like to me. I'm gonna be your mate. You're gonna train less, and you're just gonna do what you want to do on the pitch. That is not the recipe for a Premier League winner.
Hear me out on this one. Yeah. I think Carrick's football got worse when Dorgu got injured, and let me tell you why. Do you remember that game against Arsenal where we scored 2 really good goals?
Yeah, we keep bringing up a certain club. I think it's.
I think Dorgu was one of those players that actually stood out in those 2 games. He scored as well, right? Against City, he was immense. He actually scored as well in that game. Against Arsenal, he scored as well, right? In those 2 games, Dorgu was probably man of the match in those 2 games. He had an exceptional 2 games.
But you could say new manager bounce. You could say new manager bounce, though.
It could be that as well, but he also got injured, and at the same time, it might have been, that's where because you missed that extra outlet up top. You know what I mean?
But I think he's had even better talent to work with. He still had Bruno Fernandes to work with. He still had Mbeumo. He still had Cunha.
Because don't forget, you bring Cunha off the bench when Dorgu was starting games. Cunha was coming off the bench and trying to impact the games later on, right? And that's what Cunha's best game was. Whereas with Dorgu, he scored. He impacted the game early on, went off, and then let Cunha handle the final business. You know what I mean?
But I'm thinking a top experienced manager can make those players work.
Yes.
Well, like Cunha is more than good enough. So I mean, Mbeumo. We actually, in terms of those 2, and Bruno as well, we actually have certain attacking players that most clubs would bite our hand off for, because they're not old, they're not young, and they've already sort of done it at lesser clubs before, and they've done it in hard moments. I mean, people forget, like, Cunha and Mbeumo have been doing it at lower ranked teams, and they've performed there as well. So I don't really think it's hard to get a tune out of these players. I think we just need someone with a bit more know-how. I see this comment here by Sand. Yeah. If Carrick stays, he needs a very, very experienced coaching staff to help him.
I agree.
But this is the problem. Then you shouldn't have that guy's manager. Clearly, he's not good enough. You're going to need all these experienced people. Then just get a manager
that's also true.
Can stand on his own 2 feet.
Yeah,
of course, but it's like, but that's the problem. It's like you're compensating for his own inexperience at the top level.
Remember when Solskjaer came back? He had to bring Mike Phelan in, and I think he had to bring René Milstein as well for a period, because he had to have Fergie's staff help him out. Remember that? And then Carrick now needs experienced assistants and experienced coaching. That's exactly the point, that you're not giving Carrick or Carrick's just not striving under, these type of, assistance. Okay, okay, Woodgate's come in and helped defensively. We look defensively better with Woodgate. I would keep Woodgate around in terms of the defensive side of the game. In terms of the defensive side of the game, the aspect of that part, Woodgate should stay, right? Just for that part. I think you need a defensive coach, right? I think Woodgate can help us with defensive side of the game. But if you want to get all rounded, you want an all rounded coach, then you need to have a new manager with a new coaching staff. But Woodgate is someone that's really helped us defensively, though, and I will say I will give credit to Woodgate because he's really done well at the back for us.
You could tell with Ollie. You could tell with Ollie, though. I mean, the press kept asking him tactical questions, and he just had no idea what they were going on about. If you remember, he would just say like the tactics are, I don't know what the tactics are. Like, we're just going to try and score or whatever. Like, you never heard any sort of intelligent tactical stuff coming out of it.
He wasn't giving his clear answer. Like, he just wasn't.
Yeah, I'll tell you what the tactics were. Just play deep and do counter attack. That's what it was, and that's the United story. If people, obviously, again, as strange as it sounds, out of all these managers recently, Mr. Ruben Amorim tried a style of play. It failed, but he tried a style of play. Now, again, we need a top guy. I think Nagelsmann is there. Nagelsmann is so young; he's not even 40, and he's already won with a big club like us, Bayern Munich. He's already won the league with them. This seems perfect to me. If really, again, I'm overlooking the fact that they haven't tried with Enrique and Ancelotti. I'm not happy with that. But if it's between Nagelsmann and Carrick, it's really not even a debate.
No, I hear you. I think Nagelsmann should definitely be the manager if you have those two as an option. I think Nagelsmann should.
I've got my midfield three now. So Tchouaméni, we're gonna get some more prime age Real Madrid in there.
Bro,
What's funny is look how bad we are, and I've got to rub the salt in the wounds of these of other clubs. These other clubs can't get players like this if they're ranked as if they had the problems that we've had for the last 10, 15 years. They would never be able to get these players. But they seem to come to us because of who we are.
Do you know what it is?
We don't want him. We don't want Diego Simeone. No. We give him to Arsenal.
I will say this though.
They play that style. I'm not even taking the piss. They play that style, don't they?
And hear me out. If you have really good attacking players, Simeone will not play defensively. He won't. The only reason he's playing defensive at Atletico is because they can actually set up well defensively. Whereas with the attack, you don't really have, but you only have Antoine Griezmann, Julian Alvarez. Other than that, Sorloth,
Nah, Kevin, come on. We've suffered for a long time. I just want that sexy football. I've kind of had enough of just the result stuff. Wouldn't we? Haven't even been getting just the results anyway.
Who wants a winner as a manager? Doesn't matter the style of play as long as we get results. Okay, cool. Style of play needs to be consistent though.
But there are plenty of winners that do it with attacking football.
Do you think Nagelsmann's that guy to play that style of play? Do you think going forward, do you think he'll be entertaining, or do you think it'll be same one route football like we're playing right now?
Oh no, he's shown to be flexible. I've watched Bayern when he was there. I've watched him with Germany. He's definitely a flexible guy, and most importantly, he's so young. He's so young, and he's achieved so much. So he's really a bit of a prodigy of a manager. He's overachieved at his age. And yeah, I think he's very flexible, and he shows passion on the sidelines as well. He's not just I gotta be real. I think our current manager seems a little bit lacking that energy and that fire. I think Nagelsmann does have that. I mean, I don't know how much you've watched Nagelsmann or what you think of him, but yeah, I'll ask you that as well.
I've seen a bit of Nagelsmann, but at the same time, just before Josh goes, and I'll ask Josh for his opinion on the United Brentford game as well. I think Carrick's late substitutions were not necessary. You make earlier subs, it might impact the game earlier. You bring Ahmad on earlier, you bring on whoever you brought on earlier, so it impacts the game. With 10 minutes to go, it's dangerous because if you concede, then you don't have much time to make an impact, right? So I think he's
way too late. He's way too late in sort of
way too late, bro. With 10 minutes, we made our first sub with 10 minutes to go.
You have to think quickly on your feet, adapt, do it quickly, because when you make such a small, like, the game's already almost gone, and also often they have to get into a rhythm as well. When you put them on the last 10 minutes where everything's kind of heating up, it's difficult to get into a rhythm like that.
But yeah, Josh, what do you obviously you spoke about the Brentford game, King Khan. I'll ask you a question, Josh. What do you make of this game? And then I'll ask King Khan again. What do you make of this? What do you think of this game?
Manchester United versus Brentford, is this?
Yeah, Monday night. Hopefully, this is the last late night game. I'm sick and tired of 2 a.m. games, 3 a.m. games. Fucking hell. Seriously. Whatever we do for our clubs, they repay us.
That's dedication, man. Brentford at Old Trafford. You should be winning. But Brentford are a solid outfit under Keith Andrews. They are obviously still in the race for Europe. Could get Conference League, which would be massive for a club like them. It's going to be a tough game, but listen, you've had plenty of rest yet again. I expect you to do it. One thing I will say, that Leeds game is a bit of a spanner in the works, not only in terms of your hopes of third place, but also remember there's doubt creeping in, perhaps, that teams like Brentford and like Leeds can come up to Old Trafford and dominate the way that Leeds did. So you'll have to be wary. I'm not too sure what your current squad is looking like. I don't know if you'll have the same problems at the back as you did for your trip to Stamford Bridge, but I still expect United to get all 3 points out of this game, ahead of that mammoth tie at home to Liverpool. Should be all right. Should be good. But obviously, Kelleher being my FPL captain, hopefully he keeps a clean sheet.
He's your FPL captain?
Captain, goalkeeper, my bad.
Really?
He's my goalkeeper, yeah, not my captain. I don't know, if Brentford were in a double game week, then maybe I would.
Oh yeah, by the way, FPL deadline in about 25 minutes, so we are going to discuss FPL real quick in just a moment before we continue the rest of the show. King Khan, you want to add anything more before we go to score predictions, or you want to?
Yeah, I mean, I think Brentford will probably win it like 3-1. That's what I'm thinking. Brentford 3-1 or 4-1.
You think United will win 3-1?
No, I think Brentford will win 3-1 or 4-1.
Oh wow! So you think we'll get slapped 3-1, 4-1 against Brentford at home?
Yeah. No, you took the bait there as well.
No, because I swear you said United will win earlier, and then I thought you changed your prediction.
Listen. I'll give us 3-1.
Yeah.
I'll give us. Do you think we'll score 3? I don't know about 3-1, but let's say 2-1 or 3-1.
I think we can, but the problem is, if we go 1-0 up, is Carrick going to continue attacking? Because the thing about English football that really sickens me today, and it pisses me the fuck off, bro. Every single week, a team goes 1-0 up and they sit back.
Yeah, they actually. It's like they're saying, "Hit me, hit me, hit me, hit me," and then you have 15 chances against you, and guess what? Eventually, one of them's going to get through.
Bro, years ago against Liverpool, we led 1-0 against Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, right? His first full season as manager. We went 1-0 up at halftime against Liverpool. Rashford scored, and we defended the whole game. And what we went for, we actually created some dangerous chances. I'm like, why don't you fucking continue attacking? Because we actually bopped Liverpool off the park that day when we were attacking. We actually played better than them in the first half as well. And I'm just like, what is wrong with these managers, man? Yeah. Stop sitting back for no reason. Your defenders are shit.
Yeah, English teams don't seem to defend very well either when you think about it. They keep thinking like it's always in the last fucking extra time they seem to concede. But there's one player that I'm getting kind of tired of already, because when he starts, he's not doing anything for us, and that is Sesko. I think he's the weak link in our attack. He's not an established player like Cunha. He's not established like Mbeumo. He's obviously not established like Bruno Fernandes. We're kind of carrying this kid, and again,
that's why I said he needs to come off the bench if we're going to attack. So he can.
But this is what's pissing me off, because they just buy, but there's no talk. You just buy a fucking good striker. Buy me Victor Osimhen. I clad delusional saying this part, but buy me Harry Kane. But they're not going to do that one. But you get in my sort of. You see in my
Harry Kane when he's at Tottenham. They should have said,
"Fuck you." And we would have had and we would have had so many years where he's still been in his prime.
We should have signed him when he was younger, man. We should have signed him when he was like a lot young, like at least 21, 22 years old. We should have said, all right, fuck it, Tottenham, you're not as big as us. Give us Harry Kane.
We would have got three seasons out of him already. 3 top seasons he's had at Bayern, right?
I'll tell you that. Sorry to cut you off again, bro. I'm so sorry, yo. If we would have signed Harry Kane in 2016, 2017 over Zlatan, and I'm not saying Zlatan was bad for us because I know he was not, right? But imagine we had Zlatan and Kane that season, in that 16-17 season. We'd slap the league. We would have slapped that league.
Oh, but by the way, Zlatan wasn't a good signing. I'll tell you why. Because we're getting them too old. That's the problem. We're getting them too old.
He still scored 28 goals that year, though. To be fair with you, he still scored 28 goals that season. It wasn't in the Prem. It was all comps.
But how many good seasons does Zlatan have with us?
He only stayed 1 year. To be fair.
Yeah. So that's the problem. Like you need him 5 years younger, 10 years younger. Even when Kane left for Bayern, right? We would have had 3 seasons out of him if we'd got him then. I don't get what is there's a lack of. There's always excuses. We can't afford it. But you have the highest revenue of any Premier League team, so it's all bullshit.
Because the board don't listen to the scouts. The problem is, over the years, we've had players recommended to us, and we never signed them. We had Bellingham recommended to us. We had Haaland recommended to us. We've had Declan Rice, Moises Caicedo recommended to us. We've had Julian Alvarez recommended to us, bro. You know what I mean? Like, we've had players of the sort recommended to Man United, but we don't ever go for these players because the board is stubborn as fuck.
They don't want to spend. That's what it comes down to. Then they start leaking bullshit like they're too expensive or whatever, or we want to be prudent with finances.
Their aim is just to qualify for the Champions League, bro, and they pocket that money when they qualify. Because when we don't qualify, they're gonna spend more money to get us back to the Champions League, which we won't spend when we get back there. And we've done that so many years in a row to the point we got knocked out in the group stages against fucking Leipzig, Leipzig, fucking Istanbul, Başakşehir, and who's the other one again that we lost to? Was the one we beat again? That in that same group. We had Leipzig, we had Istanbul, Başakşehir, and we had
PSG.
Thank you, PSG. We ended up beating PSG as well. We should have built on from that game, bro. We won 5-0 against Leipzig. I'm like, surely guys are top of this group now. Nope. Newsflash, we bottled it. Bottle jobs. You know what I mean? And that's why we don't invest. You don't build. You don't go sign the right players. All he didn't want Donny van de Beek. Why go get Donny van de Beek? You know, we wasted his career. We should never have signed him. He was such a good player. He never played, and we wasted.
Never played him, yeah. And then when he finally played, people were surprised that he was shit. I mean, what do you expect? You let him rot. You let him rot for years.
Yeah, he was a good player when we signed him as well. I was like, yo, this is a good signing. You know, good for depth. I thought surely he starts over McTominay. Nope. Newsflash, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, McFred. So this is down to the board, man, and down to the managers that come in and make these stupid decisions.
Well, it's pretty simple. Shit board members get shit managers, and it's pretty self-explanatory, isn't it?
Yeah.
And quite often, actually, by the way, shit players as well. But somehow last summer they got it kind of okay in some areas. But not enough players anyway. But what are you thinking of? I think the best striker we can get is who? Well, like Osimhen. That's what I'm thinking. Because
these guys don't want Osimhen because he's going to ask for 300k a week.
So what? What?
No,
why are they playing Cas? Yeah, no. Yeah, but I'm saying the people that are sort of coming out with this stuff. But how much is Casemiro on? 350?
350k a week. Yeah.
And yet we wouldn't give 300k to a. I mean, newsflash: the best players cost the most money. I mean, I don't know what kind of nonsense a lot of our fan base are also coming out with when they keep actually regurgitating this stuff too. Like, I don't want to pay over this much for this player. I don't want to pay over this much. But I'm just thinking he's the best striker we can get in terms of, like, how are we going to get Mbappe or Haaland or Kane? I'm not sure how we get them, but Osimhen shouldn't be hard to get. It just seems to me like it's a matter of money. Another thing as well, who is Sesko learning from to develop? What other striker is there to develop from?
Thank you. You make such a good point. Who is he learning off of? Do you know what it is? I don't think Højlund was a good player. I don't think he was a good signing for us. But at the same time, he didn't have anyone to learn off. He was the main guy. You know,
They put him in the deep end. Yeah, they put him in the deep end. You get a young player, and it's like you're learning from no one, and you're at the most watched club in the league. You're going to drown.
He had Rooney to learn off of. Rashford had Rooney to learn off of when Rooney was still here, right? You had that experienced guy, and then you bring in Ibrahimovic. Martial could have learned off him even more. You know, you have these young guys that are raw, that don't score goals and don't score enough goals to help you win, like such and such. And then because you know why, they don't have the experience, they don't have that, you know, help, you know, from a top quality striker of the past that sat right there. You know, like for example, Martial had. These are the strikers that Martial and Rashford have played with. Yeah, they played with Ronaldo, Cavani, they played with Ibra, they played with Rooney, and then they played with.
They paid us back too. You know, Rashford and Martial were so good. They paid us back. You know.
Yeah, they literally like they learn off of these strikers, and you're right. They don't have anyone to learn off of. But hopefully this weekend, we get hopefully this Monday we get the win, man.
What a disgrace Martial and Rashford turned out to be, and we gave them everything, rolled out the red carpet, and they just came up with excuses like, "Oh well, I'm feeling bad today," and all this nonsense. He's going to Barcelona. I mean, if he goes there, wherever he goes, I don't hope he does well. Why? Because we gave him like chance after chance after chance, and he didn't pay us back anything.
I only hoped he'd do well so that they could pay the money for him so he can leave. Because Rashford might be coming back, by the way. He might be coming back, and that's
that's a big problem. It just shows that a club doesn't have the they don't want to take the hit to just take out the garbage. But once he's gone, right? If he's gone, once he's gone, I don't hope he does well. Of course I don't. Why should I? He failed us, and we gave him everything. Well, which striker would you sign? Because I'm thinking Osimhen is the best one realistically.
I wouldn't mind Osimhen.
Who's better than him? Like I can't quite think of who is.
Bro, hear me out. Hear me out, yeah, on this one.
There's something crazy now. Okay.
Julian Alvarez.
Yeah, no. There's no hearing. I was thinking that too, but I just didn't know if we could get him.
That's because the unrealistic part is the money. How much it
sounds so crazy. Sorry, we're Manchester United. Exactly. There isn't a corner of the globe you go. People, you say England, you say England, people say Manchester United. Yeah, you say England, people say, oh, Manchester United. But like, we're talking about money. It's some sort of a joke here.
That's the sad, mate. That's the sad part, mate.
Yeah, so we agree. I think the best we can do is Alvarez or
This is the good option, actually. I like this. I like this shot. Lautaro Martinez is actually quite a good option.
How is he with injuries? How is he with injuries, though?
I don't think he's that bad with injuries, to be fair with you. I don't think he's that bad. I think in terms of injuries, I think he's okay. But I think Osimhen will be a lot better. I think Osimhen has done. He comes from the same league. Came from the same league. I mean, he's gonna bag a lot of goals. But I would have loved. Call me crazy, but I think I would have loved an Isak. When he was at Newcastle, that form that he was on, man, give me that. Liverpool never needed Isak. Liverpool never needed him. Why didn't we go get him? Liverpool never needed Isak. You know,
he's done shit at Liverpool. He's been the flop of the season, but people don't talk about that.
No, because he had that long-term injury. Don't forget, he was out from December to like mid.
But that's part of football. You have to manage players so they don't get injured like that. I mean, they got him so late, and that's why he was always playing catch up in the season. They brought him over so late.
You see me, Josh?
So I just put it in the chat. Big up, lads. Something's come up. I need to leave, but it's been a good stream, and I'll be back for next week. Yeah.
Real quick, I need to ask you your score prediction for every other game, if you don't mind.
Yeah, all right, sweet.
Sunderland Forest.
It's 1-0 Forest.
Fulham Aston Villa.
2-1 Fulham.
Liverpool Palace.
3-1 Liverpool.
West Ham Everton.
2-2.
David Moyes Derby. Wolves Tottenham.
3-0 Wolves.
And you already gave your predictions for Arsenal Newcastle.
1-0 Arsenal, yeah. Not that I give a shit, but yeah.
And then United Brentford.
It's 2-0 Manchester United. I use my free hit in FPL as well. So yeah, there is that. Hopefully I'll recoup some points. But anyway, Akava and King Khan, it's been great to talk to you guys again. And I'll see you next week. Monday, I believe.
Subscribe to Josh, yeah? Get him to 50 subscribers. He's links in the chat.
Please do.
Get him to 50, guys. Come on.
Hopefully more active next season. But anyway, big up. See you.
Big up to you, bro. See you on Monday. Oh, and Champions League show as well. Don't forget. But yeah, man.
Bro, I love our club so much, man. I love our club. I could talk about.
I like being linked to these players, bro. But the problem is, can we get them over the line? And that's the thing. I like being linked to him, but can we get them? Is the problem.
But no. But hang on, Lautaro Martinez, right? Victor Osimhen, and I don't know why you made it seem like a no. This is another great one as well. Julian Alvarez. It's very possible we get them. It's not like
no. I speak for the board because you know why? Because they don't think we'll get him. Because they don't think it's realistic. I want Julian Alvarez. I think we should be able to. I think we should be able. I say, bro, fuck it. We'll pull the Tevez back on them. We'll reverse back on Man City. Give us fucking Alvarez, bro. You know what I mean? They took Tevez from us. We'll take Alvarez from Atletico. Screw that.
Let me just see how many goals he's on. Julian Alvarez.
He's having a really good season as well. But I think Barcelona will be signing him, to be fair with you.
Yeah, but we're the bigger club than them. Like I don't see like. Let me see. Atletico Madrid.
You think we're bigger than Barcelona?
Of course, yeah. Who the fuck are Barcelona before Messi anyway? Who are they? And the Nogueira case as well. And look at where Barcelona are now. You got Lamine Yamal. I mean, fuck them now.
Even as a United fan, I don't like.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Barcelona are probably the most corrupt team in world football, and this isn't my feelings. This facts. Look up the Nogueira case. Anyone listening? Neigera case, Nogueira case. This is where Barcelona were found of actually paying the head of the referee association in Spain, and that's why you had all these dodgy things going on. So Barcelona they were nothing before they started cheating recently when they had Messi, Iniesta, Xavi, and the bold fraud as well. So this is of course we're way bigger than them. Listen, Manchester United were huge. Like in the 60s, we're probably the biggest club in the world easily as well. We had George Best, we had the Busby Babes. Like, there's a reason they call us Hollywood FC. Literally, we're so fucking big. No one gets close. I mean, the only reason some people get close is because recently we've been kind of bad. But in terms of our like brand appeal, like I said, go to any corner of the world, say England, and guess what they're gonna say? They're gonna say it like they're gonna say Manchester United. Just the way it fucking is. I think when like we need to start having pressure on the board to say when you say it's too much money, it's like no, don't give us that fucking bullshit. You have the highest revenue of any club in this league. We don't want to ever hear money as an excuse. Just fucking offer the money and get them. And if not, we're gonna get the pitchforks and force you out. Simple as that. But yeah, Alvarez, Osimhen, Lautaro Martinez. I mean, these are so doable. Like, it's not like we have a conflict. It's not like a Harry Kane where he's at Bayern Munich and he's probably not going to leave. It's not like Erling Haaland where he's at Man City and Derby and he's probably not going to leave. It's not like Mbappe where he's at Madrid and not going. These three are like Atletico Madrid. Where's Martinez at again? Where's it? Like some sort of Milan, right? Where's Lautaro Martinez at again? Who's he play for?
Inter Milan.
Yeah, Milan. Yeah. Inter Milan. Like Inter Milan, Atletico Madrid. The other one plays for. Is it Besiktas? Who the fuck is he? Somewhere.
Galatasaray.
Yeah, Galatasaray. Point is, like, I don't think they're not hard clubs to poach from. They're not as big as people think they are. They're not harsh to poach from. We just need to offer the money, and just offer it and sign one, if not two. Kane wins Champions League, you're going to come back for PL for the records. But the problem I have with this is I'm angry because we've got the player late. Because if we got him when he went to Bayern, guess what? Would have got him 3 years younger.
He'll go back to Spurs, man. I think Spurs will stay up, and I think Kane will go back to Spurs. Don't think he goes back.
But are Spurs good enough for him to go back to? Because back when he was there, Spurs was, they're actually contending some stuff. I'm not sure, but what I'm not happy with is again, like you're getting him late. We should have got him at the latest when he moved, and we would have got 3 seasons out of him if we got him when he went to Bayern, right? So that's what I'm not happy about. That's what it comes down to, really.
But anyways, I think let's get to score predictions now. I think we got the games to talk about as well for a bit.
Oh, this game, the Brentford one.
You said 3-1 Man United, didn't you, or something?
I said 2-1 or 3-1, but I wasn't sure how many goals we get. Fuck it, say 3-1.
My head says 2-2. My heart says 2-1 United. I'll go 2-1 United. Bruno says go with the goals, and I think.
Well, your heart has been winning, actually. Your heart has been winning most of the time. You said it last week. I said draw, and you said no, and we saw what happened.
Both my head and my heart was saying a win, to be fair with you, so I'm going to stick with that. I mean, this week I think head says 2-2, heart says 2-1 United. So 2-1 United, Bruno says go, and then for them either Thiago or Shada will score, one of them.
Are we gonna, do you think, continue playing and getting him used to Mbeumo playing on the right wing? Because it's not surprising. Mbeumo is playing badly when we put him back on the right because he's been out of practice there. We've been having him up front, and of course he needs to have time to bed himself in and get used to being a right winger again. But that's where we were getting the top performances from him. Like, do you think he starts Sesko in this game? Is what I'm curious about.
I think he starts Sesko this game. Yeah, maybe. I think he might do the exact same team as last week. If it's one, then I don't think he'll make changes. To be fair.
You know, if he doesn't start Sesko, it pains me to say this, but why not just put Cunha as the striker and put Ahmad on the left wing? Because he's actually a left winger. Sorry, he's actually like a winger, right? Well, like, because
Ahmad can play right wing or left wing. I think play him on the right. To be fair.
No, but the reason I put him on the left is because Mbeumo is a more clinical guy. So that's why I put Mbeumo right wing, Ahmad left, and Cunha 9, because I just don't want to see Mbeumo as 9 again.
Next game we'll go to right now is Liverpool Palace. Let's go there.
Okay, sure. Where's the game?
Anfield.
It used to be a stronghold, but this season, maybe not so much. To be honest, what was their last game? Was it the one when they scammed the win in the last minute?
2-0 against Fulham. Oh no, Everton 2-1 away. Yes.
Yeah, and I actually messaged you. I said again, it seems to be Liverpool keep getting 10 minutes of extra time and scoring. I mean, it's so fucking rigged. I don't know what it is. Is it the Premier League I want them to be in the Champions League, going to make them more money? Maybe the Champions League is someone up there saying get them in the Champions League, because that was fucking rigged. And someone tell me why Liverpool had 10 minutes of extra time. It's not the first time this has happened. It's so happened before.
Isn't it?
It's happened before. This is not United bias, by the way. When did we last get 10 minutes of extra time? Huh? When? Like 2 years ago. We don't get it. But this season, I can think of that game and another game where they scored in like the 99th minute or the 100th minute. It's fucking ridiculous, and it's clearly rigged in their favor. So, hopefully karma comes to bite them. That being said, I'm not sure if Palace have the minerals to do that, especially at Anfield. So let's see what form Palace has been in. Okay, Liverpool. You know what? Something in my soul tells me I want this to be a draw.
You think so?
I want it to be a draw. Well, I want it to be a draw. The reason I say draw is I don't think they're good enough to win. Palace, that is. So why not a 2-2 draw? Why not?
Okay.
I think karma could bite them for the last game. Benefit from that rig where they're getting 10 minutes of extra time and then scoring.
I wouldn't mind that. I think a draw would be fair. To be honest with you, I think it'd be a good result for us, especially. I think we're gonna need. I think we're gonna need that, honestly. To be fair, but yeah, 2-1 Liverpool, I think.
No. Go with your heart this time. Come on, we need to manifest it.
2-1 Liverpool. I'm sorry.
I would say I said it was going to be a draw the last game. Wasn't I technically right? That's what it should have been. It should have been a draw. But the rigging came in.
Mm, I hear you though. Still,
I mean, do you agree with me that you think the last game was rigged because of that 10 minutes of extra time?
so I was streaming FPL team. I actually was like about to hit the deadline, so I had to quickly finish it off. I don't know. I think it'll be. I think it'll be a tough game for Liverpool, honestly. Still, because like Palace is like the bogey team, isn't it? Palace is like a bogey team for Liverpool, isn't it? Like they always struggle.
No, but what I was asking is, do you agree with me that the last game, I said that it would be a draw, right? You said, but technically I was right there because that game was rigged.
Yes.
You think it's normal? How it's been like the second time that I remember they get so much extra time.
It's been this case. It's been the case for the last. You don't remember the start of the year? Liverpool had these dodgy extra time minutes for no reason.
In the 99th, for example,
and
9 minutes of extra time.
Liverpool was scoring late winners against Bournemouth. They were scoring late winners against fucking, you name it. Like they were trying to scam a win against Palace, but Palace ended up winning in the last minute. Atletico Madrid in the Champions League, even they got a 3-2 win. So they've been like they've been lucky. They've had to ride their luck with these extra time minutes.
What I'm asking is, can we have some of that corruption too? Because the people higher up seem to be forgetting that the reason they're giving Liverpool the corruption is they're like, Liverpool are a big team. We want them to be in the Champions League. It's going to bring us in more money, more eyes, right? Because people watch Liverpool. Are they forgetting about us? Give us the rigging as well, because it's actually well overdue because they're giving it to our biggest rivals. But yeah, you're right. Like I said, early in the season, Liverpool score in the 99th minute. Last game, they score on the 100th minute. It's just complete fucking bullshit. And these are games where they were drawing and we're going to drop points or we're losing.
Yeah, I think it all depends on. I think it all depends on if they can turn up in these next few games, because we play them next week, right? And that could be
I really want us to fuck them up so badly.
If we beat them next week, that's the killer blow for their top for their top.
I say it with no shame. I want a dirty game. I want like a dirty physical game as well, because I'm getting sick and tired of the rigging.
I don't see it happening because of the way the English football is being managed nowadays with the referees and shit. I don't see it that way. But what I do see is I think it'll be a physical game. But I think if we can do what we did in the first game at Anfield against Liverpool, but attack more and try and score more, or at least try and get a second goal. Do you know what we did against Liverpool last time? Obviously, we took the lead right in the first 3 minutes of the game, right?
Yeah.
What we did after that was we missed a few chances and we gave Liverpool the ball in the entire second half. We gave them the ball in the entire second half. What we did was we got a late winner because we went for it. You know what I mean? So if we can go for it from the first minute.
Well, what we have now is we have players that can bully them. What do I mean by that? Previously, we had your Rashfords, we had Martial. Who's that other guy? Anthony? Yeah. So we had all these pussies in our team that were like spoiled and didn't have a personality. Now, if they want to try and fuck with us, they've got Cunha to contend with, okay? And Mbumo. Like, Cunha is not the type of player you can bully. The point is, Cunha is the kind of guy. Like, we have like battle-hardened men that can like really cause them a bad day. Like, I can literally see Cunha scoring a goal and then he headbutts someone or something and gets a red card. Like, I can like we have players now that we have actual players that have a bit of aggression to them now, and I think that's really lacking in the big clubs. Who else has got these aggressive front players like we have in terms of in the Premier League? I don't actually think any others do really.
Aggressiveness. I mean, Casemiro is the only guy that you really can see this.
No, sorry, I mean in other Premier League clubs, who else has got them? Like attackers, like front line.
That's physical. Haaland is the only guy that's physical at Man City. I mean,
He's
you maybe
physical, but I don't think he's like,
Thiago.
I don't think he's got quite that personality. Like Cunha is not that different. He's a bit tuned down, but he's got a similar personality to a Roy Keane. They're both quite nasty, but in a good way. And I really, because remember in the last Liverpool game, Cunha was pushing the Liverpool players. He was pushing them like we were winning, and he was just pushing those
This is a
fucking
bold
brats.
shout. This is actually a bold shout. I don't see it personally. I don't think Cunha will be the future captain, but he looks like a leader.
But who else would you give it to? Who else would you give it to?
In the future, like how many years down the line are you talking?
I'm saying after Bruno, and let's not think of
After
De Ligt
Bruno.
right now. Let's not think of De Ligt either, because we see De Ligt's injury problems at the moment.
Hopefully he's fit. I saw his picture in training today. That apparently he's slowly getting back already. He might come back this season. By the way, just saying, he might be back this season. All the grade 4 injuries and news might be fake. I think he could come back with 3 games to go. He could come back against like or Forest or something like that.
I think other than Bruno, I really don't see who else to give it to. Mbumo, but I don't think Mbumo's got the same fire as Cunha.
Ooh.
He's at the right age as well.
How about Lomans?
Lomans? Nah.
Because he's really commanding in his box.
The problem I have is I would just rather it be an outfield player. I'd rather it be.
I'll give it to an outfield player too. But
so what other outfield player?
How about
Mason Mount?
No way. No way. You're trolling with that question.
What about the other guy, the Manu Ugarte?
No way.
Joshua, big man, 6'4", Xerxes.
I don't really know. It's so hard for me to pick because United don't have that many leaders on the pitch, and that's
only Cunha. It's only Cunha, an outfield player.
Yeah, it's probably Cunha. Actually, Mbumo. I think Mbumo could be one. To be fair, I think I'll say Mbumo to be a bit different actually.
But between Mbumo and Cunha, who do you think? No, Mount can captain the hospital nearby. Okay, yeah, well, yeah. Don't make me think he's gonna stay at our club, because that's gonna put me in a bad mood. Okay, yeah. He's not at our club anymore.
Number 7 off him as well, please. I don't know why we gave. Bro, he should have never wore that number 7, bro.
Well, I mean, come on, like Mason Mount does have the flair and the ability of Cristiano Ronaldo. He's Ronaldo reincarnated.
Because of that free kick he took, and then apparently everyone's like, "Oh, he looks like Ronaldo's reincarnation," and like, fucking hell, you know what I mean? All of a sudden, he takes one nice free kick. He looks like David Beckham already. You know what I mean? That's how football works.
I think he's on 250k a week, isn't he? As well.
Yeah, 250k a week.
Oh my god! So let me get it straight. So we pay 250k a week to Mount, and yeah, we can't pay 300k to Osman.
But what do you think, though? You think it'll be Cunha for sure?
Future captain? Well, okay. Yeah. It does depend who we start signing, but I think out of Cunha and Mbumo, I prefer Cunha's personality for sure. Like Mbumo is a bit more quiet. Cunha is obviously like an aggressive kind of guy. The only problem we have with Cunha is.
Don't forget, it could be a new signing as well. If we sign someone who's like a leader somewhere else, okay, hear me out. Let's say Tchouaméni. Let's say the Tchouaméni news was real, and we do sign him. Could he be a future captain?
Does he have the personality? Isn't he a bit more quiet? Do you not think?
Do you know what? I think he can be. Because it all depends on who the manager is. It depends on what his role is. If he has to be more vocal, then I think he could be a captain. That's a good chance he could be a captain.
Yeah, listen, I think the Tchouaméni story is probably true, because we do have a good link with Real Madrid. The reason I like this Tchouaméni thing is that unlike Casemiro, he's not 30, he's 26. You look at his stats, right? He's not been, he's played like 30 games so far this season. He played 32 the season before. He's not even injury prone in terms of he's available for 90% of the games in a season. So I think Tchouaméni is a good shout, and this is what I would do for midfield. How about we have Tchouaméni, Tonali, and who's the other guy? The German guy, Stiller. How about that?
Kimmich.
I knew you were going to say Kimmich, but
because the German. You mentioned the German guy, defensive midfielder, right?
Stiller, yeah. But he's very good at passing as well.
Stiller, sorry,
Angelo Stiller.
Yeah, he's more like a Toni Kroos type player where he plays passes from deep. He's like a guy who can ping it along like a pass. You know what I mean?
And I think that's a beautiful thing. That I mean, he's also young as well, very young. It's a beautiful thing that actually he's not even that young. Let me see how old Stiller. I think he's like 24 or something. Let me see, Angelo Stiller. Oh, he's 25. Yeah, perfect age. Not old, not young.
I would go for him, bro. I think that's a perfect age for a player. You know.
Yeah, I would go Tchouaméni as a star one. I'd put in Stiller as well because of that beautiful passing, accurate passing is what I want.
Bro, if we signed Baleba,
okay, now they're putting me in a bad. I'm just not going to comment because it's putting me in a bad mood, man.
Do you know what it is? Baleba, okay.
He's fucking shit.
If we've done all our business in the midfield and he's like an extra option and we like
nah, bro, it's like wasted money.
I'd be like whatever. Like if we really need to, like if we don't, then like whatever. But he's not a top option for me. He's not in the top 5 options for me. I said Camavinga is one of them as well. I still think Camavinga can play midfield.
Well, the only reason I didn't mention Camavinga is I've not seen any links between us and Camavinga. But then again, recently, I think I have previously though.
There's many links, but the links have
died
died down.
Now.
If they're using many for PR anyway, so.
Previously, I saw it, but let me see how much injury record is like. They're more injury prone than Tchouaméni. So, listen, this is what I would do: Tchouaméni, Stiller, and the third one I'm not sure. Maybe Tonali. What are you thinking? I think Tonali. Yeah, you'd rather save that money or spend it on like a centre back or two because we've got problems there as well. Oh, sorry, what am I talking about?
Could play left back though.
Full back.
Don't forget, he could play left back. Camavinga, he play left back. That's what you want, right? You want someone to come in and play.
If you're right that he's like, how often does he play left back though? Is he how often does he play?
I think he plays it quite often. I think his best games for me when I've watched him have been at left back, especially in that Man City game where he bossed that left back. Where I think Man City took a 1-1 draw away at the Bernabeu. Do you remember that? And then Camavinga, one of the best players on the pitch. I think Camavinga can definitely be one of those players again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I always get a lot of pleasure from watching Real Madrid murder Man City and showing them what a big club is.
Like just because he made one mistake that got him sent off, everyone they want him out, but they're forgetting with the good things he's done for Real Madrid. Like he's won the Champions League with them like twice. Like, why chase him out the club? You know what I mean? Like, I get Real Madrid fans' standards. I get that. Like, you gotta have that high standard, right?
Bro, don't complain. If you're telling me he's a good left back, I mean, bro, we need Bum Shaw kicked out. Yeah, we need him fucking kicked out, and we need Delo kicked out.
I'm saying that Real Madrid fans, not Man United fans. Real Madrid
fans.
But
I'm saying let's not complain here. Let's just keep quiet and just try and take this guy because our fullback positions are fucking awful. Luke Shaw, and he's a waste of oxygen. Okay, he's an oxygen stealer. He's terrible. Oh my god, going forward, he's so bad now as well.
I do not want to go into next season in the Champions League with Luke Shaw and Lalo as my fucking fullback pairing, bro. I swear to God.
Yeah, and then you've got Mazraoui to save you. Mazraoui is also fucking shit as well in his own way.
We're gonna get absolutely rinsed by fucking Kvaratskhelia and all these guys on the pitch, bro. Because bro, these guys are gonna, and even Doué, Dembele, if we play PSG, we're gonna get absolutely destroyed. Because
is there any chance we get Mendes or fullback?
No, that's like the dream of all dreams.
Well, we were linked to him when Amorim apparently wanted him in January 25.
No, before he went to PSG, we were linked with him. Not.
Yeah, but wait, when did he go to PSG then?
The year that Messi went, I think. He's been there for quite some time.
I'm pretty sure we were linked to him in January 25, and Amorim wanted him.
He's been there since Messi's second year or Messi's first year. I can't remember how long it was. It's been a while.
No, but I'm saying
Mendes won't leave PSG.
When Amorim came in, right, in that first transfer window in January in 2025, apparently he wanted Mendes quite badly, and it was possible, but I don't know. I guess we just didn't do it.
I don't see it. I don't see it signing. Obviously, that's not gonna happen. Okay, Alphonso Davies is more realistic than Mendes. But Alphonso Davies has he been the same player since he's come back from his ACL? I have not watched much of Alphonso Davies to really say anything. So people can't. So don't misquote me or anything, people. I've not watched him. So if I said Alphonso Davies, then yeah. But
bro, he barely plays games. Look at this. In 24-25 season, he played 19 games for Bayern.
Because then he
This
had the
season,
ACL.
he's played 11.
He had that really long ACL injury last year.
He's only played 11 Bundesliga games this season. The one before 19. That's dodgy, isn't it?
But we can only dream, to be fair with you. But anyways, I think we get back to the Liverpool Palace game. You're saying Palace will win, or you're saying draw?
No, I said draw because I'm not sure about the win part, but a draw is very doable. Let's say 2-2 draw.
I want to say Palace will win, but then again, Liverpool need it more. Palace are not really playing for anything, you know. Fuck it. Should I just go for it then?
Yeah, we haven't had a go for it for a long time.
2-1 Palace. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I changed my prediction. 2-1 Palace. Let's do it. Let's do it here. 2-1 Palace.
I like it. Yeah, I like it.
Let's get to the rest of the predictions because I do want to wrap up soon. Fulham Villa. What do you think of this game?
Where was that game?
At Craven Cottage. What do you think of this game? 2-1 Villa, methinks.
Yeah, listen, we've been told that Villa were going to implode. I don't think that's actually happened so far. They haven't imploded.
They go above us for a bit.
Yeah, and the thing is, listen, a big plus for Villa is that other teams have been really shit. Like Chelsea have imploded. That's a positive for us and Villa. Liverpool have had their problems as well. So, and also, and in previous years, we used to have Tottenham in that kind of area as well, and they're so far down we can't even see them. But
yeah,
so it's either a draw or a Villa win. You know what?
2-1 Villa.
I want 2-1 Villa because I don't mind Villa qualifying because I don't want Chelsea there and I don't want Liverpool there. But if one of them doesn't get Champions League, I'm happy with that. And I think Chelsea.
Hopefully Villa win the Europa. I want them to win it.
Yeah, I think would you say it's pretty? I think Chelsea are not getting Champions League, are they? It's gone. Yeah, it's gone.
No, they can only if Villa finish 5th and win the Europa League. Because then
so here's what we need. We need Villa top 5 and they don't win the Europa League. That's what we need.
But Liverpool, though.
Listen, Liverpool are gonna get. They're gonna get Champions League. They're 5 points above. Yeah, they're gonna get it. Listen, who else is gonna get into that top 5? They're 5 points above Brighton. Have a game in hand against them.
Okay, in this
Chelsea are 7 points ahead of them.
If Liverpool lose this week, and and we beat them next week, Brighton win their next week game, Brighton can be 2 points behind Liverpool. So that could change a lot.
Yeah, but I just think one way or another, I think Liverpool are good enough to get Champions League football because let's not forget they actually have a very strong squad. Okay, they just have been underperforming. I mean, people forget they have Isaac. He's not okay. He's injured, but they have the Ekitike, Isaac. They have a lot of top players. They have Wirtz there as well. Is Ekitike? Is he injured or is he?
He's injured. Yeah, he done his Achilles, bro. He's out for 10 months. That's sad, bro. Honestly.
Oh well. No, just for Liverpool. I mean, bro, how incompetent are Liverpool, man? Fucking hell! They got Isaac out, and then so Wirtz is still there, yeah.
Isak's back now. He's back already.
Huh?
Isak is back already.
Yeah, but he's been out for a long time too. I mean, they've not actually been managing their players that well. Wirtz is still there, yeah. He's not like injured, is he?
No, Wirtz is there. I think Wirtz is there.
don't really think he hasn't really lived up to expectations, though, has he? I mean,
yeah.
for that kind of money, 4 goals and 3 assists is not good enough.
But yeah, I think I still reckon. I think Liverpool will get Champions League. To be fair,
Where do you think Chelsea will finish in the league? Because they're 8th now, and they've been in terrible form.
Manager bounce. I think if they can win the next few games.
But I never heard of him. Who is he? I've never heard of this guy.
He's the assistant that took over at the Etihad when the Chelsea drew 1-1 the season.
Yeah, I know, but like, what's he done before? Was he a good? I don't know. What's he done before?
I think he was Maresca's assistant, wasn't he? I swear.
Has he even been like a professional player before? Was he a good one? Like, I've never heard of him.
I never heard of him as well. No disrespect to him.
I've never heard of him. I like that. I like it. I've never heard of him.
Bro, this is Chelsea's run to the end of the season, yeah. Obviously, they've got the semi-final this weekend against Leeds.
Tell me if it's at home or away. Tell me if it's home or away. Give me on.
Forest at home. Chelsea next week.
Okay.
Liverpool away.
Okay.
Spurs at home. Sunderland away. They're not getting Champions League.
It's a bit of a mixed bag, isn't it? But Sunderland won and the Liverpool won. Don't sound good.
Bro, if Sunderland win in about an hour's time, in about a few hours' time, Sunderland get the result. They go above Chelsea. Did you know that for the temporary time being, Sunderland win, they go above Chelsea by 1 point because Chelsea have already played Brighton and they lost 3-0.
Yeah, but do you think that Chelsea will get the Champions League through the Villa winning it? You think that will happen, or is that unlikely?
If I'm looking at the fixture list, and this is the fixture list, only seem to see Chelsea beating out Forest and Spurs. Sunderland away and Liverpool away will be tough.
Yeah, what you're saying now is like it's music coming out of your mouth in my ears right now. Because I say open, I don't like that club. I mean, even as much as we have a Liverpool rivalry, no one can say Liverpool isn't a great club in terms of culture and history. It's us, Liverpool, and Arsenal. We're like the 3 biggest cultural football and icons from the Premier League.
Don't forget Villa as well, because I know Villa have been relegated, but Villa are still a big club. Like they're one of those big clubs in England. Like they haven't been one for years, but if they win a trophy this year, they could really go to that next trajectory. You know
I don't mind them either, and mostly because when we play them, what usually happens, we win, right? So that's also why I don't mind them. Yeah, I don't mind them either. Listen, the clubs that I respect is us, Arsenal, Liverpool. When I say respect, I don't mean respect as in our current performance. I mean in terms of what we are culturally and what we've done and how popular we are. But these other kind of blue larpers, these blue pretenders, I'm not a fan of them.
Villa have a tough run, man. They've got Fulham away, then they've got Forest in the Europa League, then they've got Spurs at home, which I think they should be able to do that. They should be able to handle. And then they've got Forest at home in the Europa League. Then they have Villa. Then they have Villa away. Then they have Liverpool at home. That's gonna be a good game. And then they have.
What do you mean Villa away? What do you mean Villa away?
Sorry, Liverpool. Sorry, Villa at home. Sorry, Liverpool at home against. Burnley. Sorry, excuse me. I don't know what I'm saying. So, Villa away to Burnley. Villa home to Liverpool. Villa away to City. That's their final 3 games of the season.
Apart from the City game, I don't think they're that hard. Premier League ones.
Spurs at home before all that, and then Fulham away, and then they have the Europa League games against Forest. So that's
I mean, Fulham is not like Villa's a better team than Forest, surely, like quite a bit better than them.
No, they are. They are.
Yeah, way better. I mean, way better than them. The league doesn't lie. As for which game was it again that you mentioned? What was the other one? I forget which one I'm talking about. But I forget.
They just beat Sunderland like a 4-3 thriller last weekend as well. Last minute winner. They were up.
Yeah, they haven't imploded like people thought they would, because I think they had a nice buffer zone. There were quite a lot of points ahead of that 5th place, and that's why I thought, so too many points here.
But anyways, we should get to the other games as well. So you're saying Villa win, this weekend?
Yeah, I thought Villa win, yeah.
Oh, Sunderland Forest as well. We forgot to do that one.
Okay.
Did I ask Josh for Sunderland Forest? I think I did, didn't I?
Yeah, no, you just told Josh to give you all of them quite quickly.
All right. That game's about an hour. I'm gonna go 2-1 Sunderland. Or no, 2
Oh.
Sunderland. What should I say? 2-1. 2-1 Sunderland. I'll give Forest a goal.
Because it's at home. Yeah, I'll go with you as well. Say same thing.
And what was your prediction for Villa again? Villa win 2-1.
Yeah.
West Ham Everton.
Okay. West Ham. Where's the game?
London.
Okay. Kind of advantages West Ham then, but
Yeah, it is definitely high. I think I need it more than Everton.
A draw, they win it.
Everton are going for Europe. Everton are literally 3 points off Europa League spot in 6th position. So that could be an interesting one, because then again, you look at West Ham. If West Ham win this weekend, Spurs play Wolves. Obviously, Wolves are gone. But think about how much of a detriment it could do to Tottenham. Tottenham are literally already 4 points off of Forest. If West Ham win and Spurs lose, that could be Spurs officially gone almost in the relegate. They could almost be officially relegated, bro. So I can't lie. I'm cheering for a West Ham win.
Do you think Everton can get a draw? How likely is that? Do you think?
How likely do you think Everton can get a draw? I think a draw is highly likely. I think a draw is likely. I think
I'm seeing 2-2 draw. That's what I'm seeing here.
One thing I do have in mind is I think West Ham will score 2 goals. I just don't know what the result will be. Either 2-0 West Ham, 2-2, or 2-1 West Ham, or 2-0 West. I don't know. I don't think West Ham keep a clean sheet. Do you know what?
Speaking of Everton, Man City will face them, right? People say Everton defense is good, but they don't score enough goals. So can they draw that game then? Or are they going to lose it?
What, Everton? Sorry?
Yeah, when they play Man City, yeah. Because people say, well, Everton don't score goals. So Everton is that going to be a draw, do you think? Or are they going to lose?
2-2 draw. I think
Between who?
2-2 draw.
No, I'm talking about Man City will play Everton, yeah?
Oh yeah.
People say like Everton's defense is good, but they don't score goals. So can Everton draw that game, or is it going to likely be a loss?
But then again, you're right. Beto struggles like really much in front of goal. Beto was like, bro, last week he missed. Bro, look at how many chances he missed against Liverpool. It fucking pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie to you. He really pissed me off, because Beto could have had a hat trick in front of goal. If you actually watched the way he was playing, man could have had a fucking hat trick, bro. Like, for real, he could have had a proper hat trick. Like, and then he missed so many chances, and I'm just like, yeah.
You know who else is overrated? David Moyes. David Moyes is overrated.
I don't like the guy, but I'm counting on him, man. I'm counting.
Yeah, but I don't know what they're saying is so good. I mean, mate, like, what the fuck has he won anyway? I mean, it's not like they're
won like
one top 5.
He's won like 2 trophies in his history. Like he won a trophy with like what did he win against?
But the shit trophies, yeah.
Before he joined Everton, who did he win a trophy with?
Yeah, they're 10th, and they're trying to act like, oh, David Moyes is so good.
Let me have a look at David Moyes' career trophies. 1 second.
As manager, yeah. David Moyes.
Career manager trophies. Alright, let's look at this.
Conference League? Okay, that's shit anyway.
Yeah, the Conference League he won with West Ham. I remember that one for sure. I watched that
FA
game.
Community Shield, whatever the fuck that is.
The Community Shield. The one at the start of the year.
Yeah, I know what it is, but I'm saying it's a bit of a joke of a thing to win.
He won the second division 3rd tier with Preston North End
in 2000. Yeah, so he's not exactly won anything big, has he? Like, properly impressive.
It's not an official trophy. So he's only really won 1 official trophy in his history. And how many years has he fucking managed?
He's fucking old as well. How old is this guy? Like 70?
Bro,
62. Looks fucking old.
How many years? Yeah, you're right. He's overrated for Yeah, fuck him
He's
anyways. How
he's
much damage?
shit.
He did so
He's
much
done
damage.
such a he's done such a good job at Everton. They're 10th. What are you fucking talking about?
We
They're
should have
fucking
never
10th.
listened to Fergie, man. Should have hired our own manager, bro. Pep and fucking Mourinho was available that season. Even Ancelotti was available, bro. That manager market will never be done ever again in the history of football. That manager market that was available will never ever happen ever again. Pep, Jose, Ancelotti. Oh my god, run me that.
I ain't gonna
window.
lie. I think Ferguson has a big amount of blame for where we are now because the
Of
previous
course.
owners before the Glazers, I think, were some Irish people, right?
And then Fergie did the betting thing, and then that's
Yeah,
where it all.
yeah. He had a
Yeah,
feud
yeah.
with them because they had a betting on a horse, right? Just to let's explain to the viewers,
I
they're
still love
betting on a
Fergie.
horse.
Fergie is still my goat and my favorite manager of all
Yeah,
time.
but they were betting on like a horse, right? And it didn't work out for Fergie, so they had a massive feud with the owners. The owners were then kind of forced
Yeah,
to sell because Fergie was like an icon for the club. They couldn't get rid of him.
they
In
could
come in
get.
the Glazers, and you always hear Fergie defending these guys when what he should be doing if he's going to be a hero is come out talking about how bad they are because he could listen, Ferguson could call off any fucking game he wanted if he says the right stuff because
Mm.
the fans adore him. Okay, he could tell the United faithful and 1958 and all these people, the big reds, tell them call off this fucking game and these owners are scum, but he won't do it. Instead, he's taking the money and he's chilling.
Mm. Yeah. But listen,
Because he was
that's
still getting paid by them in the ambassador role. He was still getting paid by them.
then Ineos came in and fired him.
Yeah, maybe he's hoping for that to be given back to him or something behind the scenes. As for like Rio Ferdinand, look at how much he sold out as well. He's always doing like certain deals with the club, and he's always defending like the club narratives and saying give the job to Carrick, and yeah, we won the game. This performance, like we had a very good game. It's like no, we didn't have a good game. What are you talking about,
Gary Neville
Ferdinand?
can never have his, and also Gary Neville can never stand. He never stands his ground. He's always flip flopping with the owners. Thing. He's always saying one bit the Glazers doing well, then one bit the Glazers are not doing this. Make up your
Mate,
mind.
Gary Neville was also working for the club recently as some sort of consultant or advisor or something like that. He's actually working for the club. He's helping them get funding for the stadium. So
The
Gary Neville,
hotel football, isn't it?
yeah, he's actually working in regards to the stadium. He's actually working with
Yeah.
the club with that.
He's working
So
for the state.
Roy Keane, he's criticizing the managers often, but I
He
don't hear
says it.
him say.
I like
But
Rocky. He says it
yeah,
as it is.
but does he mention the owners? He mentions the managers, but he's rarely going in on the owners. He's like he
You know,
mentions the players and the owners, but the owners. Sorry, he mentions the players and the managers, but the owners not so much.
do you know what it is? He's more focused on game by game basis rather than the actual overall picture. He cares more about talking about this game. He says that player did wrong. Once it goes to the off season, once it goes to the summer, I think maybe he'll discuss the ownership. But with Roy Keane, he's like a guy who's always focused on the present. Like he's talking about this game and the last game and then future games. He's more like
Yeah,
a guy who
but
this game and then the next game and then so on and so forth. You know what I mean?
but
He's
but
not.
but
He's
but
more precise.
there has been some concerning things with regards to him because I have been watching attentively. He was on Sky Sports and they said to him, "Why don't we get you working for the club?" And he was like, "Well, if they want me, I can always do something." So that tells you like he does want a job from them as well. There's also
Mm.
rumors that yeah, I saw the sub count went up again. Wasn't it 590 like an hour ago? It's now
Yeah,
591.
yeah.
I
Now
think
it's at 591, guys. We're 9
we
subs away from 600, guys. Come on,
you got
deserve.
6 likes as well on this video. I mean, these
Come on,
streams seem to
guys.
sell pretty well.
Like the
You got
video, guys. Like the video. Let's get 20 likes on the video, guys. We've got
no,
46 views.
but six likes is pretty good as well. Like
It is. It
I
is.
guess I like in the real discussions going on here. I mean, I
Yeah,
don't
man.
give a fuck about respecting any of these fans or players or whatever. I don't care. I don't
We
care.
should we should do a footy talk sometime soon whenever you're free. I'll let you know when we can do a footy talk. Sure. Sure.
What we need is we need a Man U and a Real Madrid talk. That's what we need. Have both
Yeah.
of them. I can talk, and that's it. Because the reason, folks, is going to be Man U and Real Madrid. Is they're the only two big clubs, like properly big ones. We
And
have
then
the
you have Bayern, PSG, and then you have all the rest of the clubs as well. You know what I mean?
fuck PSG. We put Bayern in there, and probably some of the Italian ones. Who like
Yeah.
AC Milan, Inter Milan.
Oh, I love it, bro. We need to include AC Milan. I love them so much, bro. We need to include Milan.
Yeah, we need to remind the viewers what the actual big clubs are. I mean, it's not your fucking shitty clubs that like Man City with their 5 fans.
I should shamelessly call it big club talk.
Yeah, yeah. So can we talk about City? We said big clubs, not like pretenders.
Yeah, we could do that.
But yeah, Roy Keane was there on Sky Sports, and he was like, "Well, if they want me to do a job at the club, I could definitely do that." And there's also, isn't there rumors that he's also angry at Carrick because he thinks that he should have been given the interim before Carrick.
No, I don't think he was. I don't think he's angry at Carrick. I think he's just critical of Carrick, but he doesn't hate Carrick. I don't think he hates.
No,
Carrick.
there's actually been beef between Roy Keane and Carrick's wife. You know that? That's
Really?
where it's yeah. So what it was, I think Carrick was playing, and Roy Keane criticized him on Sky Sports, and then his wife came out on Twitter saying some stuff. And then recently on the overlap, Roy Keane said his Carrick's wife likes to talk a lot. Yeah, so there is
He
beef there.
replaced Carrick a year after Roy Keane left. I think it was
Yeah,
a
so
year left.
that's a big part of it too. You got to remember, like he's the guy who replaced him as well. So, but also I'm pretty sure Roy Keane is thinking. He said like this guy's not qualified to be manager. Roy Keane is thinking, why don't they give me the interim? Thinking he's more qualified. So don't think that Roy Keane isn't wanting to take some money too. If you maybe they haven't offered it him, but don't think that Roy Keane also doesn't want some money as well from these owners. So maybe that's why he doesn't criticize them as much.
Yeah, but then again, like, also one thing about Carrick is like I forgot to mention about Carrick is he dresses up so well as a manager. You know what I mean? Like, bro, a lot of these managers go in the track suits nowadays. Like, bro.
I don't like that. Listen, the world we live in now, I hate the way people dress now. Like like a nice suit and all of that. I think that just looks so much better. But
Yeah,
nowadays,
but,
you dress like that, and people think you're some rich kid or something. So
yeah,
that's the problem now.
that's the world, unfortunately. One more game we haven't done is Wolves Tottenham.
Did we do City? I don't think we did City,
Yeah,
did we?
no, City already played their game, but it was in game week 33 instead. They moved that game week. They moved their game to game week 33. The Burnley Man City game was in game week 33.
When's our next Premier League game? Yeah, but the next. Oh, okay, 4th of May.
Because they have the semi-final this weekend. They have the FA Cup.
Oh, look at this statistics here. Man City have a 63% chance of winning the Everton game. Yeah,
that could
20.
That could be a tough game, man. Everton away.
Hopefully, Everton can get a draw, but I don't know, man. Just why did Arsenal need to make it hard for themselves?
2-1 Wolves. What are you saying? 2-1 Wolves as well.
Let me think about this. What's the game again? Wolves versus
Wolves Tottenham. I got 2-1 Wolves.
You have a bit of a personal vendetta against Tottenham, huh?
I've been having this prediction in my mind for weeks. Like I've said, bro, Tottenham struggle away at Wolves, and their typical loss is like a 2-1 loss. So I'm gonna go with 2. I've been having this thought in my mind for weeks. 2-1 Wolves. I'm saying it now.
I think 2-2. I think a draw there.
Okay, fair enough. We've covered every single Premier League game. We don't have any more until Monday night. Obviously, United play Monday night. Stay tuned for the Red Amiran pod on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And the Premier League show will be on Tuesday. The Monday night we're doing the Premier League show on Tuesday. The Champions League show is on Monday night, so stay tuned for that, people. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Turn your post notification bell on. We're getting ever so closer, guys. 9 subs away now. We're 9 subs away. Hit the like button, please, people. Make sure you guys get us to 10 likes on the video. If you're watching and you haven't hit the like button, please hit that like button. And if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, if you want to subscribe, please do subscribe. We're trying to get at least get me to 595. 4 subs to 595, man. Come on. And then 9 subs to 600. Come on, guys. Big up Tifosi, man. Take care, brother. Hope you're doing good.
That's a pretty cool name, isn't it? Tifosi.
It's a Ferrari fan group. It's like when you call a group of Ferrari fans Tifosi.
Yeah. Don't forget though to you gotta block some people on your stream, and you gotta stop them from watching you.
Oh yeah. Don't worry about that, broski. We got that all under control over here. You know what I mean? We got authentic people here. We've got people that are They keep it real, especially King Khan. Big up to you, brother, for joining as always today, man. And I appreciate you for the talk, man. I really
Yeah,
enjoyed this. We should definitely
but
do another full sometime soon, bro.
but
And
Akavin, I know it's your stream, but you've got to like block these people. You know what I'm saying? I
yeah.
know
Don't
it's your
worry.
stream.
We
You got to.
got that all under control, man. The block button's right there. You know what I mean?
Oh, bro, he's stalking us. He's stalking us. It's like
Oh yeah,
fucking hell, man up.
yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
He's stalking us, bro. You know what I mean?
I'm looking at that certain stream, bro, and the stream quality is fucking dog shit. You should tune it right now. It's like buffering. The quality is dog shit, and I'm getting happy that we're catching up with the sub count quite quickly as well.
Oh yeah. Don't worry. We'll get there very soon. Hopefully, we'll get
Yeah,
there.
but since they've left, actually, your sub count has fucking exploded. I mean, getting close to 600. There's a lot of likes here as well. 6
The
likes.
World Cup. I want to include you in my World Cup shows as well because I want to talk like World Cup, like we want to do like World Cup content. I want to include
Oh yeah,
you
man. I mean, I like the World Cup as well. You know what's crazy? That time we were doing the Champions League
in
draw
both of
reaction. Yeah, the Champions League draw reaction. That was a smart one we did as well. Cause we did it on X, right? And we had a lot of viewers come in at that time.
Champions League draw. Yes. Yeah.
Time is everything, but I know it's late for you. But maybe some sort of post United game, we should start doing that as well.
I could, but at the same time, like sometimes I just don't want to sleep too late because sometimes on like a night where I don't have football or anything to watch, I just want to like I want to go straight to bed. You know what I mean? I want to like wait because at the end of the day, like I want to wake up too late and like ruin my day because like sometimes I wake up late. Oh shit! It's like 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm like, oh shit! What am I gonna do now? You know, so I want to like wake up like late. You know.
Apart from 8 p.m., what's the most common United game time? What other times have we got?
United game time, like in terms of like other
what
than
time kickoff is? Yeah.
It varies. I think, like for me, like this weekend's game is gonna be this Monday game will be at 2 a.m. for me. The next week's game will be at 9:30 p.m. my time. So 3:30 p.m. kickoff in the UK.
I think those ones would be a good reaction one because it's still not too late.
You know what? I'm down. If we beat Liverpool,
now
we're
you're making me dream, bro. Now you're making me fucking
we're doing
dream
a
right now.
shameless live, bro. If we beat Liverpool, we're doing a shameless live stream straight after.
Mate, if you want shameless, I'm your person because I'm just pissing them all off left, right, and centre. I'm pissing everyone off left, right, and centre.
The moment the final whistle goes, and if you win, I'll send you the link straight away.
No, but even if we lose, I'm saying, listen, that's the perfect time. I mean, I know it can be. That's the perfect time because people are looking for a match reaction there and then. And fuck it, I think that's when we get on. Like, if it's a 3:30 p.m. kickoff or 12:30, whatever, or 2 p.m. or something like that, I think those are the times when the game is done. We should do match reaction. Like,
wait for all the other games to finish first before we go live. I would probably do that, yeah. Because
I'm saying like 12:30 or 3:30 when those games finish. Get on to the United one and just watch that as well. That's what I think.
You know what's funny? I've actually done Premier League live shows straight after after the game week end before. Like right after the game week's ended, I've done live shows before. So like when I swear last season United drew Arsenal 1-1. I did a live stream reviewing the whole Premier League weekend that weekend, like straight away because I think that game week had already finished. So I just went live. Otherwise, I would just wait another night because it might be late. You know, I might be watching something else. You know, so
I got to speak about Arsenal though. I feel their fans are not doing enough to better the club in two ways.
No,
listen, if you're the top of the table, why are they being so negative when they're top? Like eventually that pressure is going to get to because they're getting pressure from everyone else, right? The whole footballing world is shifting on Arsenal. But if they're top of the table, why do the Arsenal fans not back them a little bit?
Not demand more, right? From their clubs.
Yeah, like if you're top of the table by like 5 points, 10 points, why are you guys being negative? Just be a bit more positive, and maybe you never know, your players might actually not feel like the whole world is against them. Because if your own fans are against you already, like how do you expect to do anything there? I know. Listen, we've had so much pain, but if we were top of the table, we would all be so positive. Like in terms of we'll be like, yeah, well done,
Exactly.
we've got the game, we're fucking winning it. Yeah, we'll be like, we're fucking winning it. We don't
You know
care.
what
We're
it
gonna
is,
come to
bro?
murder you guys.
We've been
These
through it before. These guys have not been through it before like us. We've been through the title races. We've seen us win the league, right? We've seen us win the Premier League. Arsenal fans have most of the Arsenal fans in today's day haven't seen their team win the Premier League. Whereas with Man United fans, a lot of them have seen the Premier League titles when they were younger, right? A lot of them have seen the titles when they were younger. Whereas they've not. Whereas Arsenal fans that are born, I'd say 2000, they were too young to see that Invincibles team, right? So
But it's just common sense. Listen, you might not like something, but if you're winning, you don't. What are you like? Why are you giving up when you're winning? I don't understand that. Like your own players, like everyone is hating on the Arsenal players.
yeah,
Why are you the fans hating on your own players when you guys are winning? Because they have been for most of the
that's
season
the
they
thing.
were, and they were so negative. I'm like, guys, you're never gonna win being this negative. That doesn't work that way in life. It doesn't. It's gonna happen on accident maybe, but it's very rare. Another thing is they keep complaining about their manager and all of this sort of
I
stuff.
hear you though, but it's PTSD, like because they've been through a lot of agony. You know,
I
what I mean,
think fuck it. I
I get it.
think until it's lost, that's listen. When you lose the title, right, then you go in. But this is what Arsenal fans don't do. They don't go after their owners and they don't go after the like. What are Arsenal fans doing? Do they call off games? I don't see that happen. They just whinge a little bit, but they don't do enough.
No, they went for the Cronky out protest, but then a lot of Arsenal fans posted back at my second home, and then fucking, you know what I mean, like
That's what I'm trying to say. I think out of as much as we call our own fans pussies, our fans actually do more than these other English clubs in terms of we all hate the Glazers. We have protests every now and then. When do Arsenal fans ever call out? What do they call them? Cronkies?
KSE Cronkies, yeah.
Yeah. Where is the cronky out? Where's the cronky out movement? Big and
Do you know
loud.
what it is? Arsenal have had a
Forced
lot of
out Arteta.
because Arsenal were co-owned. It wasn't just KSE owning Arsenal. It was who else was running the club? Ivan Gazidis was running the club. You know, they had Keswick running the club. I think they had what's it called? Not Enoch. Enoch was Tottenham. But they had a lot of people running the club at the same time. It wasn't just like Cronkies. It was Stan Kroenke. It was Ivan Gazidis running the club. It was another one again that was running the club. Keswick. You know, it was like co-owned. Yeah. It was like because the Cronkies didn't own 100% of the club, but now they do. Now they're putting more money into the club than they did before because it was like a mix of ownership. Oh, one ownership was going to do this, one ownership was going to do that, right? It was like a mix of decisions. Now Arsenal are fully owned by the Cronkies.
So but my point is
the club.
That their fans to me seem very idle. They do a little bit in complaining, but there doesn't seem to be everyone. There should be all the Arsenal fans saying, "We want the owners out. We want the owners out." There should be all of them should also be manager out as well.
They should be wanting the Cronkies out.
Call off the fucking games and start and have the fans saying, like the fans turning on Arteta in the stadium. They'll have to kick him out. I don't get it. I don't get what they're waiting for.
Wenger, isn't it? Like they did with Wenger when they did the
Wenger. But at least Wenger won 3 Premier League titles. Arteta can't even win you a fucking Carabao Cup. Okay, he can't win you anything. He's fucking shit.
With Emery's team, bro. He wanted to pick up with Emery's team, but that's what was deemed toxic. You know.
Yeah, he's fucking shit. Like again, but if I was Arsenal, who'd you get it? Inzaghi? But he's in Saudi though, so that kind of puts me off a little bit. But Inzaghi,
Arsenal could have won.
Simeone?
Arsenal could have faced us in the Europa League final in the Arteta's second year, but Arteta bottled it by subbing up Aubameyang for Willian.
Yeah, but who would you if you were Arsenal, which manager do you think suits them the most? Who would you go for?
Arsenal right now.
Yeah.
These Arsenal fans are project fans. Like they like project managers. So
yeah. So you know the projects where 90% of the time you just like waste 5 years and get nothing in the end of it. That's these people, yeah. That's project. How about fuck your project and we would just win it this year? How about that? This is the problem with these. Cesc Fabregas. Who did he last manage though? I think
Como. He's managing Como right now. Como. He's in top 4 right now. Como
Nah,
were
but
like
I'm thinking of someone like
bottom
it's managed a big club, you know, like a
they were like bottom tier,
Simeone.
though, bro, and another like top 4.
Yeah, but it still just reminds me of that the guy that Real Madrid just got rid of. Forget his name, Alonso. Yeah.
Alonso, yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather have someone. You'd rather have someone that's managed a big club and done well. I mean, I think they've got Inzaghi. Would you take Simeone?
Simeone, maybe. If I was an Arsenal fan, yeah, Simeone wouldn't be bad. I think Simeone.
Okay, Inzaghi, Simeone. Who else? I don't know about Nagelsmann. I'm
Bro,
not sure.
actually, do you know what, bro? Run me Inzaghi for United, because I like Inzaghi. Run me Inzaghi and get Bastoni in. That would be great.
Okay, but isn't Inzaghi quite a defensive manager? No.
No, I think he can do. He can play attacking. It's just the players he had against PSG weren't able to match the pace of PSG. That's why he didn't.
Okay.
Manage.
I don't really see Nagelsmann suiting Arsenal because of the style of play of Nagelsmann. I don't think it suits Arsenal that well.
What about Ancelotti? What about Ancelotti?
Actually, I was gonna say I think he actually would work really well. I think he would work quite. I think he'd work very well.
Freedom to players, isn't it?
Yeah, I think he would work very well. I think Arsenal would do well a little bit if they were a bit more free. Yeah, I definitely do, and they've got the talent for it as well. Arsenal, they've got a lot of talent. Well, good amount of talent, let's say, and that really suits someone like Ancelotti. He does well with like top players. That being said, would he go there? I don't know. Like,
I don't know. Would he go there? I don't know. That's the problem.
That's the only reason why I didn't really mention him. I'm not sure he'll go there.
It depends on the relationship with the board, because also don't forget he managed Chelsea prior to Arsenal. If he goes to Arsenal,
but Chelsea ancient history now. You know they're so far down the league we can't even see them. So you know. Hey, did any of them have sympathy for us when we were fucking rotting in 15th and losing Europa Leagues?
nah.
Yeah, they're all laughing at us. So I've got no sympathy for these guys.
I still stand by the fact that we should have won the Europa League. By the way, I still stand by that. We should have won that Europa League.
You know, the only problem I have though is how bad our players were, man. Like, what was it? I forget the goalkeeper. Just such a.
What, Onana?
Oh yeah, how do you remember? And we had the other Turkish bum as well, who's still here.
He saved Altay by India as well.
Yeah, problem is, you know, Bayende is a problem. We need to get rid of him and get a backup goalkeeper.
Get rid of him and sign a backup keeper, or promote Vitek when he comes back in the season. I think Vitek.
I don't know how good he is, bro, but I've not really watched Vitek so much.
It's been on a lot a few times.
Is he good? What would you say?
I have not seen him much, but he's been in like a lower league team, kind of. I think he was playing for. I don't know who he was playing for, but he's in like League One or something. I don't know, but I think apparently he's in League One. But we'll see. We'll check it out.
This many people having influence on football teams doesn't get me. How can they agree on one thing? I don't know what he's referring to be honest.
I think it's the fans division. That's what he means. Also, he bigs you up, by the way.
Yeah, that's good, man. Tifosi, yeah.
Tifosi, yeah.
I like the name. Yeah, I don't know, man. I actually think also, I don't know if I said this before, but I think winning the Premier League going forward, I think it's going to be really easy. I just really don't see the big clubs have been bad for a long time. Chelsea have been bad for how long? Liverpool have imploded.
To be fair, Chelsea were not bad. They're just on a bit of a poor form. Like
no. They haven't won the Premier League in near enough a decade.
No, because like last season they won the. Obviously, it's not the trophies that are considered by
Club World Cup. You're saying?
Club World Cup and the Conference League back to back.
But here's why I go to that. I have two counters to that. Conference League is a very shit European competition. It's like the worst one, right?
It's not like it's not the top tier European trophy because you don't.
Yeah, it's not. As well. Yeah, it's not even Europa. That's shit, and it's conference. It's dog shit. As for Club World Cup, that's not actually like it's a Champions League, which is a lot.
Because they won the Champions League. That's why they're in the Club World Cup. Chelsea.
Yeah, but like there's a lot of top teams that are better than Arsenal that weren't even in that competition.
I think Liverpool. I think Liverpool goes to the next one, honestly.
Liverpool
They've won the league already.
That's
so
my point. The Club World Cup sort of you have a lot of top teams are missing in that. They have it right at the end, and it's quite clear they don't care as much as they would if it was Champions League.
Yeah,
That's why I
they
don't
wouldn't.
respect it either. Listen, if Club World Cup was accurate, right, and they were so good, then why are they sitting in 8th right now? If it was so accurate, why they not won the Premier League? You know, why they're not like first or second? Obviously, it's not. Just doesn't really mean much as a competition. So yeah, my point is, but like Arsenal have not won a league in a long time.
Nah, not in a very long time, no. But then,
Yeah, they since they got this Todd
Oh,
Bowley guy in, they've been slipping quite a lot, and it's getting they were 10th I think not long ago as well. Like Arsenal have been sorry not Arsenal, Chelsea have been shit
Chelsea.
for a while. Arsenal, we know their problems. Liverpool also inconsistent.
Their
Tottenham
owners don't-
again. Tottenham
by the
used to be a top 4, top 5 club. It's kind of gone as well. I
By the
think
way,
the Premier League
I
easy.
hate FSG. By the way, FYI, I hate
Okay,
them. I hate
why?
FSG because
Why?
I support the Red Sox and they own the Red Sox.
I see. Interesting conflict of interest, huh?
Yeah. So and they traded away a lot of the Red Sox best players as well. So that's like in American sports they trade, right? They trade players. Bro, they traded away the Red Sox best players, and they all went on to do great things.
Hey,
The Red Sox-
hey, I got a bit of a game for the viewers. Recognize the common pattern here. Manchester United owners, yeah? Chelsea owners, Todd Bowley. Arsenal won Cronkies. Guess where they're all from?
the United States of America.
Yeah. Like, you want to buy an American car, they'll make it as cheap as possible to make high profit margins, but the product will be fucking dog shit. It's the same thing here. And by the way, these Yanks, they don't understand football. That's why they call it soccer. They think football is that thing that they do over there. They call that football.
I wouldn't go as far as say that, but I mean, because I just say Americans, but yeah, no, I mean, a lot of them are they just own the club for the sake of the finances, you know what I mean, in the back pocket, you know what I mean.
Yeah, let's be real. Do you think these American owners understand football that well compared to certain other parts of the world?
Wrexham owners do. I think Wrexham owners take it very, very seriously though.
Yeah, but these are Hollywood guys. They actually go to the games, and they
because they
actually
make a movie out of this as well. They're making a movie
yeah.
out of this.
But I'm saying they're genuinely passionate about it because they're Hollywood guys, and they actually go to the games, and they actually interact with the fans, and they're making a movie out of it. They actually clearly are invested into it. These Glazers guys, they're too scared to come to the stadium.
And when they're there, there's no protests going on. There's no one booing them. There's no one. They're all singing. Oh, what is singing "Build a Bonfire" gonna do for the fucking Glazers? They ain't gonna listen to that. They just be like, well, "What are these fans singing?" Like,
yeah,
nice.
Call the fucking game off. Just run on the pitch and put some real bonfires on the pitch. How about that?
Next weekend against Liverpool will be a great time to do those protests. By the way, I'm telling you guys right now, Liverpool fans. You know, we got applauded by a lot of Premier League fans for actually getting the game called off. One of the biggest games probably in the world called off. So I'm not saying call off the games, but let's just send a message. Say that
no. Listen, if we call off enough games, that's going to really hurt them. It's terrible for their PR, and they're going to lose money by it if we do that.
And I would take a hit as well if we had to take a hit. If we had to take a points deduction for it, fuck it. Take whatever you can to get this club back to the top again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Jim Rentboy. You know what Jim Rentboy said about the Glazers? They're Jim Rentboy. He said that they're too scared. You don't know what a Rentboy is?
No, I know.
But Jim Rentboy, what he was saying about the Glazers is he was but he was saying that actually the Glazers don't want to come to the games often because they keep they're like it's basically you said the Glazers are too uncomfortable to come to the games. That's what Jim was saying. Okay, so it's quite clear that if we amp up the pressure, you can get to them because they're too scared to go to the games most of the time.
Yeah. But yeah, we covered everything. I think we'll wrap it up here. Do you have any more to say before we go? Do you have any more to add before?
No, but let's just react to when the games are earlier in the day, we should do like
We can do
United reaction there and then. I think Liverpool will be a good game actually for that.
Yep.
Hopefully we beat them again. Seems it's pretty easy for us this season to do that. So I don't want to
Let's
eat
do
my words. And next season we in the gutter again because the
Yeah.
Champions League and all of that. But yeah,
But I'll definitely catch you guys for more shows later down the line. Just stay tuned for any scheduled shows that are coming up. I'll be right there. Monday Premier League show, Monday Champions League show, Tuesday Premier League show, and many
the
other
Arsenal
shows.
section though, bro. I mean, he's really given up on
Big
Arsenal, huh?
Big up to the Fosse, big up to
Yes,
you.
to Fosi, yes, I
Big up
like
to you.
it. But
Big
he's
up Sanchez, big up Brian,
thing is
big,
though, yep,
and big up to
Sanchez.
And big up AFC always. Big up to Josh. Big up to you, Lumen. Big up to you, everyone in the chat, and big up to King Khan as well. Sorry, continue what you're saying, bro.
You know, I just want to see Arsenal win the league, and then I want to finally see a smile on Josh's face. How about that? In regards to his club, because it's so bad.
Let's hope they don't win the Champions League at least.
Let's hope they do.
Because they're in the semi-finals against Atletico, bro. That could worry us. You know what I mean?
Okay, I'll tell you why I shouldn't be worried. In the final, do you really see them beating PSG or Bayern?
No, because all of a sudden, bro, and I hate to be this guy, because if they are Walcott's question, all of a sudden becomes like, wow, because they've matched our achievement in 2008 if they do that, right?
No. We're like, where's? Oh wait, where's the treble then? They haven't got a treble, have they?
No, because they asked us about he asked us about the 08 team. The 08 team won the double, the Premier and the Champs, right? Because if Arsenal win the Premier and the Champs, that equals our 08 record. Then all of a sudden that question's not valid because they've matched the achievement. Right?
Listen, the answer to that is if you have two eyes and you just watch how we played and watch how they play, it's quite, are you gonna tell me that Cristiano Ronaldo and Martinelli are comparable?
I have one word for you, bro. I'm sorry, one word, one name, 2 words. To give just settle this debate. Cristiano Ronaldo. Done. That's all I can say.
I'll give you 2 more. Wayne Rooney. Carlos Tevez.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, yep. Rio Ferdinand. Oh, you want to talk about defenders? Fuck your Gabriel, yeah? How about Rio Ferdinand? How about what's the other guy called again? How the fuck have I forgotten his name? No, defenders. You got Ferdinand and
Vidic.
Yes, Nemanja Vidic.
John O'Shea.
Bro, they don't fucking compare.
He was good.
They don't. Oh, and the goalkeeper as well.
Van der Sar.
Yeah, Van der Sar. Bro, like these guys are in such a shit time in the Premier League, and they want to act like they're something, and they still fucking struggle.
You know what I mean? But there you have it, people. We're gonna wrap it up here. Like, share, subscribe. 9 more subs to 600, guys. We're getting even closer. And hit the like button, please, on your way out, people. If you're watching the video and you haven't liked the video, please do hit the like button on your way out. Let's get to 10 likes at least before we go. And make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Like I said, 9 more subs away from 600. So big up to King Khan, big up to you, bro. Big up everyone in the chat. 9 more subs to 600. See you guys later for further shows. I'm out. Take care, people.
See you guys.
Like, share, subscribe. Good night, people. Come on, United. Peace. Take care.